Hi everyone and welcome to One Six Figure Focus. You're very welcome to episode number 66 of the Hope Show. It's a very special one, very important one because it's Christmas time and Christmas time is absolutely amazing. That song is, I think, is a beautiful blend of warm Christmas nostalgia but also hardship and depression. It just kind of summarizes, I think, the yin and the yang of this time of year. I think it's an amazing song. It's beautiful. And I don't think it's overplayed at all. I would just like to confirm that none of my panel are actually dead. I know I put them in black and white and it did look like it was their memoir or something. They're very much alive. I just wanted to appreciate each and every one of them because they're in here week in, week out when they can. And it's, So Merry Christmas to everyone. And Eddie, Phil, Jose, Jim, thanks very much for joining. I really do appreciate it. I don't think I can actually hear you. Someone say something.
You right?
No?
Testing.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
All good. How are you doing, gents? Are you good?
We are good.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have school off tomorrow?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I am.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you're in work on Christmas Eve?
Just a half day, so it's only like 9 till 12, so it's not gonna be too much.
Got you.
Yeah.
You're
Working from
in
home.
Oh,
as well,
right.
So
I thought you were like a personal trainer.
no, I've switched now. I work in finance now.
Right.
Sold myself.
I see. I got you. Because I actually was looking to see if the gym was open tomorrow to get one last session in. It was like,
it will
like
be.
a half day, 6 to 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll see how tonight goes. Maybe I don't want to wake up and do that. I want to keep it real. I just want to get some of my banners going here because the video is too long to just upload into StreamYard's default, so I kind of had to just change things around. Anyone have anything new and exciting to share? Anything?
Just Revan. He came in.
Oh, right.
He's
You got
pretty
Revan.
cool.
Good stuff.
Yeah, he's pretty decent.
Good stuff.
The
You happy enough with
Batmobile. I was showing you guys the Batmobile.
Oh yeah.
Jazz Inc.
it?
Yeah.
You got the Jazz Inc. And did you unbox it yet?
I did
You
unbox
did, yeah,
it.
sorry,
They
you
took,
showed-
yeah, sent you guys the photos
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that.
I'm
And
ready.
it's pretty incredible. I think I got lucky. I didn't see any scratches, any issues on it. So I mean,
Good
I
stuff.
looked at it pretty well. I put a light on it. I looked at the back. I looked at the front. I looked everywhere. So looked pretty good. So I'm really happy
Stuff.
with it, especially because I had the Hot Toys version and I looked at that, and then I'm looking at this, and it's a completely different experience. So
Does it look
Yeah.
as stunning like in real life as it does in the photos?
oh yeah, 100%. I don't even think the photos do it justice, honestly. It just
And was
it looks
your-
really good.
Your canopy was okay. It lines up properly.
Yeah,
No
absolutely.
scuffs.
No scuffs. Like I said, I didn't see any scuffs.
Yeah.
I put the light on it. I checked it everywhere as much as I could, and yeah, everything
Mm.
looked good. I put Alfred in there.
What about your the guns? Did they sit down the covers?
Yes.
Did they sit down
Yeah, I
flush?
checked that. Yeah, I had Calvin on the line. He called me, and he was just kind
Good
of like,
stuff.
he was just like, hey, double check this, and so he told me what
good.
to
Yeah,
check.
yeah. You were
Yeah,
talking to the
so-
right man anyway. So you were talking to the right
Yeah.
man. Good stuff. So people are dropping bombs. My
I saw
God.
that. Yeah.
All right, this is good because this is part of the show. So
Let's fucking go.
he gets a second. He drops. Yeah. Man, Eddie is in the spirit. I love it. Folks, Talia Meyer all the way from Germany, who is in here week in, week out. I don't think this is rare. It's rare we do a Hope show. Yes, Jose getting it. There we go. We've got a team of 5. Brilliant stuff. Talia, thank you very much for your ongoing support. And thank you very much for that very generous super chat, which will be donated to Children's Health Ireland. You know what? We'll just get the basic housekeeping out of the way here. So, as usual, the pinned comment is the link to become a channel member. Thanks very much to the channel members out there, the troopers and the commanders. Your support is greatly appreciated. And of course, they form the majority of the channel revenue. So that means all the channel revenue for this month will be going to Children's Health Ireland. I'll explain later on about that. If you Haven't voted already. I will be showing a QR code later on. I might actually pop this into the chat. I'll just actually do this immediately now so I remember it. But basically, I put up a comment on the community tab of my YouTube channel saying, what was your figure of the year? And then I put all the ones that appeared the most, I put them all into this voting platform, mentimeter.com. So you can just click into this on this link and then you can vote for whichever one of them. I just literally took the ones that were mentioned the most, put them all there, and yeah, you can vote on the figure of the year 2024. If you're wondering why your figure isn't there, it's just because I just took the stuff from the comments on that particular tab and popped them in there. But right, I'll see if I can get this link here. I got the link and I'm going to pop that into the chat now. So that link should be into the chat. There we go. Yeah, it's live on screen now, but I've just popped it into the chat there, so it should be hyperlinked. Huge thank you to Talia. I really appreciate that. And like I said, all the money for the revenue for this month of December is going to be going to Children's Health Ireland. And also we still have one more Hope Show, the next 30th. So we got Rogue One photography, channel member, panel member. We got Vita, our newest channel member, and Jim's better half. Thanks very much for being here, Vita. I do appreciate the support. Tiny Art Guy, another channel member. Thanks very much for being here. Greetings to everyone. Thanks very much. We get Stanley, you're dead right. It's good music, but sad music. Yeah, absolutely. Kind of like Bon Iver. A lot of her songs are very sad, but very beautiful. We get Eddie Money Mendez, who's channel member and a panel member. Yeah, no one's dead. No one's dead. They're all right. And you're right. It does actually look like a memoriam. Eddie's been dead for a while. One of my favorite Christmas songs. Absolutely 100% agree with you there. Stanley, welcoming back the fact checker. Stanley was like keeping tabs on you. He was like, every time you're not here or Eddie isn't here, yeah, Stanley lets us know.
Yeah, he does. Thank you, Stanley.
The movie canon here as well. Thanks very much. Gio, if I don't know, you're probably working, Gio, but you can always just quit right now, walk straight out, and one of the lads will send you the link and you can pop in if it suits you. Of course, we got Jose G. Hernandez, the fact checker, channel member, panel member, owner of Blue Wrench and Quizmaster. We have got Keith Lee saying happy holidays to everyone. Eddie would have wanted it that way. That's good. I see what you did there. That was good. That was good. And we've got another generous super chat from Ryan Smith, who's pretty much been with the channel since day one. He's UK based and he's a diehard Dark Knight fan, so he's a man after my own heart. So thanks, Shane, and all the panelists for all the content this year and doing this each week. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks very much, Ryan. I really greatly appreciate that. I'm sorry, but does anyone know when the T-1000, Arnold Battle Damage, Romulus, these are all quarter 4 2025, possibly quarter 1 2026, but I'd say quarter 4 2025 because like things are coming out quicker. Like even INART are doing things a little bit quicker. We'll talk about that later on. Of course, we got Jim here, channel member, panel member. Blair Dad Life, we got another panel member there. We got an El Profesoro in the chat, and if he wants to be in here as well, one of the lads, just let it know, Mario, and one of the lads will send you the link if you want to pop in and say hello. Dave's Man Cave Ireland, so obviously Irish-based collector, big Jazz Inc. fan. Shane just popped up to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Have to work, man. You seem to work 24/7, Dave. Man, what do you do? I really want to know. But yeah, thanks very much for chiming in and making the comment. And hope you don't work too hard, and hope you at least they give you a few days off over Christmas. We've 12-inch Moose Stream, very dedicated, not really a member of the channel, but a supporter of all the 6-scale community and all the 6-scale content creators. So thanks very much, Moose. I do appreciate that. Happy Christmas to you and yours. We've got another very generous super chat. Let's see what we have. We'll leave him this one.
Let's fucking go!
So we have got the fact checker himself making it rain there. For the kids, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Really appreciate that, Jose. And I'm really looking forward to January when YouTube pays out December and we can go add up what we have. Our target was 250. I think we're past that now. And I'll show you some more information at that later on. Mario, you just got to quit your job. Universal Key, thanks very much for being here. Oh man, well that explains things. That's why you're kind of leaving at night and then we'll probably have to like get everything ready for the morning. So yeah, thanks very much for chiming in. Anyway, this is actually Eddie Mendez. He did not pass away in the mass. So everyone got infected by some sort of like focus disease. No, they're all panel they're alive. I'm just gonna stop talking. Right. Okay. So we will. Thanks very much to anyone who's super chatted and anyone who's here. So really quickly. 4,232 subscribers. Thank you very much. If you're not a subscriber, maybe consider hitting the like and subscribe button. Shout out to the members. These are the troopers. Thanks very much for your ongoing support. We got Vita, Tiny Art Guy, Parks Industries, Philly, or aka Figurecraft, Blurred Dad Life, who I believe is in the chat. Trevor16 Shooter, who's usually a panel member, can't make it today, unfortunately, but shout out to you. Figures and Fandom, previously Evil Squeaker. He's not here, but he should be. We got Yomo, Howard Potts, Ian H. and Silverfox. He's not here tonight, but hopefully he'll be here next week. We got the Fact Checker, Jose G. Hernandez in the building. We got Brian Wong. The Ben Thomas Show, Eddie Money Mendez, who's obviously channel member and panel member. We got Jim Collector, channel member and panel member. I've had this much to drink. Jim Collector is here. We got Lancelot's Nerd Corner. I haven't seen Lancelot's Nerd Corner in a while. Great guy. Thrawn's Office can't join us today, but maybe next week. We got Ryan Smith. Thank you very much. Shout out to all of you. And of course, the commanders get their YouTube handles displayed at the end of all the content, like. Excellent stuff. So thanks to all the troopers and the commanders. So for the month of December, all the revenue, not going to go through all the different revenue sources, but all the YouTube revenue is getting added up and donated in January to Children's Health Ireland. They are a charity. They work with children's hospitals. The target what we did last year, we raised €250 and that paid out in January and we donated it in January. Of course, I'll share the receipts, which I keep everything above board. At the moment, currently from the YouTube Analytics, YouTube Studios projections for the month of December, we're working our way towards 207. The projections are €217.05. But with what Jose and Talia and everyone else, who the next person? I want to make sure.
Ryan.
It was Ryan Smith. Yeah, Ryan Smith. Surely we're over 250 now. So greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. And that'll be the new record. And onwards again next year. New videos. Interviewed Zord. He's a great guy. Watch it. Just talented photographer. He's amazing. My thoughts on that absolute travesty. My thoughts on this, and I can hear Eddie going, yeah, cancel that absolute travesty. We'll talk. And as usual, for the last 3 years, I've done a playlist called the 12 Days of Christmas, which for all the 12 Days of Christmas at Greenwich Mean Time, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, a video will drop, which is New York time or East Coast midday and West Coast 9 a.m. So every single 12 Days of Christmas, a different video will drop. For example, like my highlights of the year, my top 5 pickups of the year, top 5 figures voted by you, top 5 figures in my opinion, and various other different things. Who knows, I might get a Christmas present that I have to review or something. Alright, sorry, that's all the crap out of the way. If you want to scan that, you can vote for your own figure of the year. And while I'm leaving that up there, I'm just going to ask the guys, like, anyone get anything new this week or anyone sell anything? Or, yeah, just we'll give the people a bit of a chance to either click the link in the chat and vote or do this. Anyone get anything new?
No, it's been a quiet week.
Yeah, for me, it was the Batmobile. I got Bane. I was filming a review for him yesterday, so I'm doing the review for Bane. Spectacular figure, man. I think it's definitely contender figure of the year. Spectacular. It's amazing. So Bane. I got Harry Potter on the way.
Nice.
I got the INART Harry Potter. So I got that one on the way. What else? It's been a lot. I haven't been here in a while, so I'm trying to remember everything I've gotten. But yeah, a lot of good stuff.
Good stuff. I just want to chime in really quickly. The QR code on the that we had up on the screen a minute ago, that will bring you to it's literally a Mentimeter link, and it'll show you the 12 figures, and you can vote for one of them for figure of the year. Currently, we have Artisan Joker in the lead with 11, followed by Hot Toys Bane, which Jose was just talking about. Then there's a big enough gap then down to the INART Aragorn, so that's where we're looking at the moment. Anyone else get anything new or sell anything, offload anything?
It's nothing crazy, but I got that Boba Fett 2-pack when it was free on Sideshow.
Oh, nice.
I've always wanted
Man,
that one.
I think that's an
Finally picked it up.
absolute win.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I picked that up and I used the Chromando to hit the limit. So, because I never had that one, I had the previous one, and I always wanted the Chrome one. So I finally picked those 3 up, and I got them for like $100 each. So that's a good deal, man. I was happy with that.
Wow.
And this is like, I know, like I know the Book of Boba Fett is a completely entirely different story, but that 2-pack, when I see that, I think of that episode in The Mandalorian when he came back and he was like wrecking people left, right, and center before he got the armor. And then he got the armor, it was like, this is everything I've wanted for the last 40 years. But to get it for free, that's pretty damn good. Like, I'll die on that hill. It's a great head sculpt as well.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
What was the figure you bought to get that one for free?
The Chromando,
Oh,
the
man, that was a
regular, not
great
the
haul.
DX. Because
Yeah,
the
that's
DX was,
yeah.
I think, on waitlist when I ordered or sold out maybe. But
Gotcha,
I didn't.
yeah.
That's cool. I didn't need the other.
Everything with the
pieces.
kitchen sink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's cool.
Excellent stuff. Anyone else get anything new this week? We've got Jose with Bane. We got Eddie Money Mendez with the Chromando and Bubba Roba 2-pack.
I got Revenant, but that was
Nice.
it this week. Yeah, he's a solid figure, to be fair. Hood's a little bit of a disappointment, but you can kind of futz around with some double-sided tape and kind of fix that. But
Yeah.
other than that, he's grand.
I'd imagine it's only a matter of time for Jackson or someone does a custom.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping
If
for.
enough people want it,
Yeah.
yeah. Yourself, Phil, besides your lovely new hat?
Yeah, besides the hat, no, nothing really. It's been really quiet. I'm just waiting for things to release at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm presuming it's going to be I haven't ordered 2 back, but the Sand Trooper, hopefully soon.
Yeah. Oh, that Sand Trooper, I forgot about that, man. And then you have like INART. Yeah, I woke up the other day, I think it was someone put it into the group. I think it was Dan actually, rumored that the INART Joaquin 4-pack and Paul Atreides is going to be released like before Christmas.
Yes.
And my initial thoughts were, oh great, that's exactly what I need before Christmas. But then I realised I wanted to pay that invoice for 6 months. So it's like, all right, so like, let's, you know, it's a different conversation, but like, you know, we will be talking about it later on. But just bear in mind, Paul Atreides and that 4-pack were announced in February and March respectively, or the other way around. That's pretty good turnaround. But if it's only like a handful of, you know, influence or whatever getting it, and I'm that's not me throwing shade to influencers at all. I just like, and the rest of us will probably see it maybe in 6 months' time. That's how the now if it comes out like the Superman, there was a smaller gap between the influencer batch and the official INART videos and then actual, which is great. But I'm hoping that the trend is going to continue, you know. But yeah, I think we're up to. Anyone else have anything to add there?
No.
Okay, good stuff.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
And we've got
Let's fucking go.
another super chat, and this is from Gio, aka the movie canon for the children. Gio, massively appreciate that, very generous donation, and looking forward again to seeing how we get on in January and seeing what we got. All right, look, we'll talk about something. So, folks, I'll keep you up to date with who's voting and who's in the lead, because I'm going to use this data to inform a video I'm making. Now I'm cheapskate. I'm using the free version of Mentimeter, so I only have 50 participants and 43 votes have been already cast. So if you haven't done it and you are curious, try to get in there before I max it out. Okay, Jose, we haven't seen you in a while. What you want to do? I think you're muted, man.
I was saying now you want me to pick. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a tough one. I think we should do face off right off the bat, man. Get it over
Okay.
with. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm down to challenge.
Is there no one else?
You think they would have got someone handsome to play that part? So yeah, I'll go.
Okay. Who wants to challenge Shane? Because Shane's been winning the last couple of weeks with the lucky shot at the end.
Come on, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. If you get one right, you win. No.
I've put in my time.
Come on, Phil.
right.
You've been doing Quizmaster for ages.
Come on in. Come on in. It's
All right.
All right. I love it. I love it. I love
All
it. Okay.
right. Beautiful.
Let's just get this media going. Right.
I got a chance with your questions, Jose, because Shane's was shockingly difficult.
All right. Here we go. Is that music too loud?
Looks good. Sounds good.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to get rid of this. And I've switched over to private chat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, guys. Face off. As you guys know, we start off with year of release, then director, and then actor, and what role, so on and so forth. All right. So
1 second. Sorry.
we'll start
sorry.
off. Go ahead.
Sorry. Okay, now I'm ready.
All right, guys. Who wants to go first?
Let Kevin Smith go first there. He just turned his
Oh.
hat backwards. I just saw
All
Shane
right.
Silent Bob, man.
All right. So this is Face Off Christmas edition. Phil, this question number 1 for you in terms of release. In what year did Jingle All the Way release?
'97.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is incorrect. It was 1996. Very, very, very close.
Oh, so close. The competition
All right.
is fierce.
Still 0-0. Shane to get the lead in year of release. In what year did Love Actually release?
Oh, that's a great movie. Okay, so Martin Freeman, it just kind of, I think it was just before he got popular. I can't think if it was pre-office or post-office. I'm going to shoot with 2002.
Close. 2003. You guys were both 1 year off.
Damn it.
Not bad, though. Not bad. All right, we'll move on to the director section. In the section of who directed, first question is for Phil. Phil, who directed the 2003 film Elf?
I'm going to say Will Ferrell.
That is incorrect. It is Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau has given us one of the best Christmas movies, directed Iron Man, and launched the MCU, saved Star Wars arguably for the time, and makes the best cheese toasty, if you know, you know, his movie chef.
Yes.
I
Yes,
think
chef.
we should put him in charge of fucking everything, right? Forget about elections, just put the man in charge. Yeah. Unlucky, Phil. That was a tough one.
All right. This one, I think you should be able to get this one, Shane. In who directed? Question number 2 for Shane. Who directed the 1990 film Home Alone?
Chris Columbus.
That is correct. 1-0, and we'll move on to who played. This question number 1 is for Phil. Who played the character of Graham in the 2006 film The Holiday? You should have played, Eddie. You should have played, man.
I didn't know it was gonna be Christmas edition. I should have thought about it.
But I've never seen the movie, so this is just potluck.
Oh, gosh. You don't remember anything about the movie at all?
Never seen
Even
it.
a poster?
I actually really liked that movie.
It's really good, yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the character's name?
Graham.
Graham. Just a complete guess. I'm going to say The Rock.
That is incorrect. It is Jude Law.
Close.
And like the setup, just to let you know, I have to explain the setup. I was watching this with my girlfriend a few weeks ago. It was like one of the first Christmas movies we watched this Christmas season. And like he's just ridiculously handsome. But his story, right? Cameron Diaz is living in like, I don't know, LA at the time. She does a house swap with Kate Winslet. And like he plays Kate Winslet's brother. So Cameron Diaz, who looks amazing in this movie, just happens to meet this guy, and he's to her, he's got the English accent, he's very, very handsome, very, very well dressed, and he just happens to be a widower to the two cutest kids in the world. Like it's like, so he's obviously like, it's like he's ticking all these boxes. Like he's really good with the kids as well. So it's like, yeah, you probably know how it works out, Phil, just from that. Like, but yeah.
Sorry, Phil.
No problem.
All right. This one, just to increase your lead, you already have the.
Sorry, go on.
Question number 2: Who played the character of Jack Campbell in the 2000 film The Family Man?
Eddie knows again.
You could have swept this one,
I
Eddie,
have
man.
absolutely no idea.
Okay.
No idea.
It is. I mean, you got the win already. It is Nicolas Cage. It's also a great movie, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, so thank you very much to Jose Jose sets the questions pretty much like for the last few weeks has been doing, and Phil has been doing Quizmaster, but in a very strange turn of events, Jose actually thought that he was going to get off scot-free. But I had decided beforehand that Jose has to challenge.
Oh,
and
gosh.
Now, they say great minds think alike. I have to change 2 of my questions because they were the exact same ones that Jose wrote. So,
okay.
Phil, sorry, back to back. You and Jose, do you know? You were getting off scot-free. Phil was getting off scot-free for the lad. He was being really helpful. This is what you get for doing nice things. So just bear with me here while I get these questions up, and I've got to change one. But yeah, so Jose, if you just joined us, it's double trouble. The first time we ever did 2 face-offs.
Can I get those 2 questions, or I've got a chance?
No, I'm afraid not. I just want to check.
I'm a bit rusty, Phil. You might beat me. I don't know.
No chance.
Okay, I have to change one. Okay. I love the way we had the same exact question. Who directed Home Alone? So I need to change that.
Okay.
So one second. So I just do this. So switch over to private chat there.
Okay.
And let's see if I get this right now.
Private chat.
Yeah, and I just want to make sure I have this right. Okay. Okay. Are you ready? It's like trying to think of a joke on the spot. Okay, that'll do. Okay, I have it. I really hope, for Phil's sake, that Jose gets this question. When I say get, I mean it's given to him. It's a tough one. Okay, we're ready to go. So, Phil, would you prefer to go first or second?
Jose can go first.
Okay. So, right, here we go. Back-to-back face-off. Jose, in what year did the movie Trading Places released? I only watched this for the first time 2 nights ago and loved it.
Oh, brilliant.
Would not be released today, but definitely heavily edited. But go on. In what year did Trading Places release?
No idea.
He's gone against the ropes.
Oh my god. I've never seen this movie. I'm gonna say 80s, 83, maybe 82.
Oh my
83.
god, he shoots! He scores! Off the top ropes! It is correct, 1983.
Okay.
Phil! Like, sorry, I have a clip for this. I have the perfect clip for this.
The Lord tells me he can get me out of this mess, but he's pretty sure you're fucked.
Shout out to the 50 people watching live. If you just joined us, we're going into Face Off 2. And kind of punishing the two boys here who do all the hard work behind the scenes to prepare for Face Off. Your first question, Phil. I just, you gotta believe, you gotta have the belief. Jose 1-0 up. In what year did Die Hard 2 release, Phil?
'96.
1989.
Oh wow, is that out? Wow.
Yeah, you're only off by about a decade.
That's genuinely surprised me.
Okay, yeah, it still holds up. I actually prefer the second movie, but different story. Okay, it's 1-0 to Jose. Back to Jose. Who directed the movie Gremlins?
Damn, he's a horror fan too.
You know what? I was gonna pick that as a question, and I looked at the name of the director earlier, and now like I don't even remember what it said there. So I'm gonna take the pass. No answer.
Joe Dante. I wouldn't have got it either.
Joe Dante. Yeah.
Yep. Back over to you then, Phil. Who directed Love Actually?
Oh.
Richard Curtis.
Oh my god, that was the one I thought you would. That's right. That is correct.
Oh my.
That is the one that I thought like how? Who do you even know? How? Who the hell is Richard Curtis? Oh man, this is amazing. All right, so 1-1. Was I sharing my screen when I was making the questions or what? Like,
No.
that's amazing.
I wish.
Okay, it's one apiece. I think we could be in a deadlock looking at the lie of these questions, but
Oh my
I'm
God.
pretty sure both boys are going to get these questions right. So, who played Marv in Home Alone? Jose.
Marv?
Marv, yeah.
Oh my god, which one's Marv?
Think about it.
They were literally having a discussion about him on our radio channel yesterday and about how much money he was earning from it. I can't believe that. And I've still forgotten his name.
Oh my god.
The royalties.
Marv.
bandits.
Wait, oh my god, I'm totally forgetting the name of the other guy. So it's Marv, and what's the other guy's name?
Harry.
Oh yeah. Oh, Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci, yeah. Because Harry's the other guy. Right?
Is that your answer?
Oh my god, I'm totally spacing out.
This is stressful.
To be fair, I think I have to accept your.
Okay, take it, yeah.
I'm gonna go to Phil. In fairness, Phil, if will you allow me to clarify and give him a shot, or is that
No. Go on. He deserves
okay?
it. He's put the
So
hard work.
the guy who gets hit in the head with the bricks in number 2, and he goes Harry. So that's Marv, that guy, the kind of
Oh yeah.
dimmer of the two of them.
Yeah, that's what's his name? What's his Daniel's what's his last name?
I think everyone is rooting for you.
Is it Stern?
You got it, Daniel Stern. In fairness, very good sportsmanship there to Phil, and I know
Thank
I
you,
probably
Phil.
influenced that a bit, but okay, it's 2-1 to Jose. But now, I think you can get this. Phil, in the movie Love Actually, who played the Prime Minister?
Oh, I know this one.
If you know the director, you surely know this.
I'm trying to think which character was the.
He's the Prime Minister. He's
name? It's not Hugh Grant, is it?
It is Hugh Grant. We've got a deadlock situation, 2 apiece. So we've got to.
Oh my God!
I'm-
You missed
I'm-
all your questions earlier, but now you're getting them right, Phil. What's the deal?
Okay, so I got to pick one to distinguish between the winner here. So we've got how old is, and I'm
Oh,
gonna
gosh.
go with an actor from Love Actually. So how old is? I'm gonna go Keira Knightley. Okay, so okay. Have a guess each, folks, and the nearest one's going to win. If you're both the same, we'll go again. So, what do you think, Jose?
It's funny because I was looking at ages just for the tiebreaker. I think I might have. Phil, did I send you this one? I think I might have.
No,
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Oh gosh.
Oh no! Oh, what? Historically, you mean?
Uh huh.
I'm
Not today,
sure.
but I think I've sent it. I think I've sent it to you before.
Possibly, but I can't remember it. I wouldn't
Well, she was
remember it.
okay. So just by doing the math, she was a teenager in the Phantom Menace.
no, Keira
her
Knightley.
and Natalie Portman.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah, her.
Yeah, she's in that as well.
She was,
the bodyguard, and she isn't.
Oh, damn,
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
say she is 40.
And Phil,
I was gonna go with 43.
she is 39. Jose is the winner. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, all right, we got Dan the man in the back. So Dan is here. Thanks very much.
There he
for
is.
joining us. That balances out the panel there now. It's nice and even there. I think this works better with like 4 or 6 or something like that. Dan, how are you getting on?
Not bad, you alright, guys?
Oh, good man.
Good.
all
Good to
Very
see
good.
you, Dan.
And you?
Get rid of this music. All right, so we've basically spent a half an hour on double face off. So,
Oh
and
my God,
now we've got.
that was insane, Phil. Out of nowhere with those responses, man.
Yeah, Richard Curtis, like.
And I,
okay.
yeah.
I'm a mine of
Um,
useless information.
All right, I think we need to talk about a few figures,
Sure.
or people are going to leave the chat. So, shout out to the 52 people watching live. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Consider becoming a channel member if you're watching a replay. Greatly appreciated. The same. Okay, so Dan, you're in there. So, what you want to talk about?
So have you just done Face Off? No,
Yeah.
did,
Can we
yeah.
hold off on the Joker talk for a while? But if you want to,
No,
even get
that's
through
fine.
some of
I'll
those-
tell you what, it's because we put it in the chat earlier. Can we talk about the J&D Catwoman?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem.
It's
We
that
can
one.
do that. We can absolutely do that. 1 second, I get this. I nearly X'd out of the entire show there. All right, so where do I have this? I do have it somewhere. No, didn't get this. So I had this tab up. Here we go. Okay, so I believe this is going to cost a liver and a kidney. They have 3 different versions. They have her actually Catwoman, and then it has the maid look, and then it has the what I've coined woman in airport trying to save time because she's going to a funeral, and when she gets off the plane has to go directly to said funeral. Probably one of the panel members who's recently passed away. But yeah, so they look stunning. It's going to cost an arm and a leg. I don't know if these are figures or statues, but I have no interest in this. I'm just going to opt out of this. So people, chat away. Dan, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, this came to as a little bit of a shock. I've got the Hot Toys one, which is okay, the new one. I'm a bit of a. We were talking. There's a few of us in the chat that are a bit of Anne Hathaway fans. I think this looks amazing, but I think I'll wait for the INART because I think INART will come up with something quite nice. But it'll be interesting to see what they come up with if they offer this as well, because obviously I think J&D have, they might have seen what INART was doing at that convention and rush this or put this out before so they can get the pre-orders. But I mean, the price is stupid. It's crazy pricing, but it does look good. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but I think it look compared to the Hot Toys version as well. but it's just too expensive for me. It's crazy money. What's everyone else think?
You know what, Jose? I believe they've captured. Is that the moment right before she kicks the cane out from under him, or?
100%.
Yeah. In fairness, it looks like her, and they've captured that moment. Yeah, Eddie, what do you think? I'm interested to hear your take on this, because you usually have those like the emperor's wearing no clothes statements and just call it out. What do you think?
Dude, I actually like it a lot. I think this is the first time I've seen a J&D anything that I was like, I want this, but
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna get it. It's too expensive, man. And I don't know, for that price, I don't need the maid look, but I really like the maid look. I love Anne Hathaway as an actress.
Yeah.
And I loved her as Catwoman, and I think she's beautiful. And I
I think
that-
she's beautiful.
Yeah, I think that figure looks beautiful.
Look at that. That's amazing, that one.
Yeah, and I would love to have it, dude. I love everything about it, but it's too expensive, man. It's priced me out completely. So, but it is very nice. I think it's the best thing they've shown so far, and yeah.
Is that
that's
sculpted
good.
hair? I know that the
I think it is, yeah.
Is that sculpted? Yeah?
I think so. I don't know. But I mean, this is. It'll be interesting to see what INART come up with, because this is impressive. But I think it'll be interesting how many they actually do the run, because I can't imagine it's going to be a lot.
Is it? There's only a 2-pack. There's no single release.
It's a 3-pack.
At the moment, no.
It looks like it's a 2-pack with a third ball.
Jose, if that's you, you're really, really loaded. Was that you talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Oh,
Jose doesn't want to play with us anymore. He'll be back. He's probably just reconnecting. I couldn't actually hear him. Sorry, who was saying? Someone say something, or? She does look like she's on her way to a wake, doesn't she?
Yeah.
yeah, she does.
She looks incredible, though.
It
So is it-
it does. The
If
INART
this was
tool-
cheaper, would you get this? If this was, I don't know, $1,200 or something like that, would you get
Oh my
it?
God. No,
It's
I
mad
gotta
to
say
say it
no.
like
I'm
that,
sorry,
but-
man. This is one of those times where it's like an easy cop yourself on, Shane. I mean, okay, people, regular folk, non-collectors will go, how much did they set you back? Would it be €50? Yeah, okay. And then you tell them how much it is, and it's like, you're mental. You are mental. And I get that. But everyone spends money on things they're passionate about. Like, how much is a set of golf clubs? Do you know what I mean? How, like a good set of golf clubs, or like, people buy like fishing boats and sports cars and stuff like. But like, I can justify $1,500 on a Jazz Inc. 89,
Batmobile.
or like a INART 4-pack. That might be a bit harder now that Eddie's here, but like I can do that because I love the movie, and I think it looks stunning and stuff like that. But this is not like the main protagonist, the main hero or villain of the trilogy, really, or of the movie. But as much as I love her portrayal, it's kind of like, I don't know, if they put this effort into their Batman and Bruce Wayne, maybe, but no, I can't.
And
no.
That's what I was gonna say when he said 1,200. I was thinking the INART Joker 2-pack was 1,300.
That's what I was thinking,
So-
Eddie. Like that sort of
Yeah.
price range, like the sort of, because it's 3 figures, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
or
And
2
4
with
looks.
an extra
So
body.
from my understanding, it looks like, and this is what I was trying to say before I disconnected. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
So,
sounded a lot
it
better now,
looks
man.
like-
Thanks.
It looks like it's a 2-pack, and then you get a separate body with the separate outfit. So I guess
Right.
you don't get 3 figures; you only get 2.5, I guess.
How do you swap out the head though?
I
I
have
meant to
no
ask you this
idea.
earlier. Yeah.
No, it's weird
Yeah.
that. It's like, what's the point?
It's really, really strange. So I don't know how.
Run
they're
that
doing
by me again.
So
'Cause
it's
it's
2
seamless neck,
figures.
innit?
Yeah, it's seamless. So it's like 2 figures and then 1 extra body. It'll be based on their advertisement of the promotional image that they said. It said 2 figures and then an additional body and outfit. That's what it said on the side for the seat type plus, which is like the premium for J&D
probably-
Conjure Works.
It's probably like The Rock. where you could take his like traps and collar.
Oh
beam
yeah,
off.
yeah.
Ah, yeah, it's very much
So maybe it
possible. yeah.
magnetizes or connects, and then the neckline covers it up or something.
Yeah, I
I
think
tell you
that
what,
might be
Dan.
the case.
If what I was looking at here was the promotional images for the INART, Selena Kyle, Anne Hathaway from The Dark Knight Rises, and all of what you see here was in and around the grand, I'd be a little bit more not writing it off straight away. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, for me, because I'm a big Anne Hathaway fan. I mean, it's you're not going to get. We're really lucky at the moment to have three brands out there that are creating really good. I mean, obviously the Hot Toys 2.0 isn't great, and I've got it. It's a shelf. It's on the shelf. It looks good with the back pod, but they're going to do another one. They'll do an artisan one eventually. I know they will. But if the INART come out and it's as strong as this and it's cheaper, and they do a 1-pack or 2, or thing, then I'm all over that. So I'm just It's a waiting game, really. It's a great position to be in as a collector, I think, at the moment.
We're spoiled.
100%.
But I does anyone think this looks bad?
No, I think it looks incredible. I think it even outshines what the INART prototype, which I thought was stronger, even stronger than the Hot Toys stock one. It is what it is. It's not great anyways, but it was already better than the final product of the Hot Toys in both versions, 1.0 and the 2.0 that just released. So the INART one was pretty strong, and again, they're working on it. It was an early prototype, but this one, it's just even better. It completely captures her likeness, and so it looks really, really good. I mean, there's some comments in the chat about the inaccuracies of the suit, and I believe there is some inaccuracies on the cat suit. So, in terms of the lines and things like that. So, but other than that, I mean, the likeness. I mean, even one of the big things on the Hot Toys was the whole forehead thing. The way that the hair goes into the forehead. Dan, you'll know what I'm talking about. And it just looks really like doll, like you know what I mean, like a Barbie. And that's something that obviously is not present in this version. So again, the likeness is there. The hair looks good, and again the outfits, the made out one, exactly from that scene. I actually like the airport one. I totally get what you're saying, that it looks like she's going to a funeral, but it definitely, I always thought it was kind of like a throwback to like Aubrey Hepburn, you know what I mean, and kind of like with the hat and all that, like old Hollywood. I thought that that's kind of what the look they were going for. So I like that outfit, and so if I bought this, I would be happy with that too. But I'm hearing $1,800
plus shipping, plus tax.
Yeah,
plus.
so it's.
But Jose, do you think this will INART look at this and go, oh, we've got to get ours out quick?
I hope so.
And things like that,
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so, because I don't know if I would order this, but if this is the best option out there, I might consider it. I mean, it's a lot of money, but I like you guys, I love her performance, I love her as an actor, so I would love to have this, but it's a lot of money. So hopefully
it's too expensive for me. I can't justify that, but like I say, we're lucky to have two other companies that are competing against each other to get realism out there. So I think we're just a waiting game on this one.
Yeah. I'm just going to address a few. Wow, we got a few super chats here. Just going to address some of these. So, all right. So we're just going to.
And again, it's fully silicone, so there's no seams, there's no, wrist pegs, there's none of that. So.
Do they move? Did they move?
Yeah,
they move.
Yeah, they're figures. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, just going to address a few super chats.
Let's fucking go.
Okay, so the first one that I've got here, there's actually several of them. People are being very, very generous. 12-inch Moose Stream says, a time to show you're a stand-up person. ... I always find when people type ... after something, there's a meaning that's a bit like kind of supposed to wind someone up or something like that. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like a time to show you're a stand-up person. I thought kind of like generating revenue for charity and giving money to a children's charity would be the type of I suppose actions that would show someone's a stand-up guy, but maybe I'm completely misinterpreting this. So thank you very much, Moose. I really, really appreciate your ongoing support and your super chat, and €20 for a really, really good cause. You are a stand-up person. I appreciate you. By the way, I'm unboxing Bane, Catwoman, and a Batman. Cammy already fully unboxed. She'll battle Ladypool next week. Again, be kind and generous as you can this holiday season. Happy New Year. And that is a fantastic message. Thanks very much, Moose. You're a stand-up guy. So I'm just going to go into the next one then. We've got a few, folks. We do have a few. People have been very, very generous.
Let's fucking go!
So we also have, who do we have? Mark Mitchell out of nowhere with the £20 super chat. Mark Mitchell has been a supporter of the channel since day one, commenting on the videos, sending me things on Instagram that he's picked up and stuff like that, and he's a channel member, so thank you very much for your ongoing support, and that is going to a good cause. We're definitely past, we have to be north of €300 now, folks. I really, really appreciate that, and hopefully it goes to helping some sick kids out.
Let's fucking go!
What happened there? There we go. Sorry. That one was for Ian. I know he likes a good Jawa. So quickly jumping in and out. So Ian is obviously a channel member. He is usually a panel member, and he is a moderator as well. So careful, folks. Behave yourself. He's got the blue wrench. Quickly jumping in and out. Lucy has the whip out. You realise this is on the internet forever, Ian. Love you all. P.S. The Tauntauns are, I'm not reading that, are by far, and you know why, are far and away the best 1/6 we got this year. Figure of the year should be January range trooper timing. Okay, good stuff. And finally, a fellow 501st. We need to get this guy on. I've asked him before, but he's not having it. He's shy. Keith, thanks very much. AKA Dublin's Devil. Happy Christmas, guys. You'd know Keith, wouldn't you, Phil?
Yeah, get on your Keith. Come on, sort it out, son.
Come on. Don't be shy. Just wear the Scout Trooper gear. You'll be fine. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. You could do like the figure hideout does. You know, the way he kind of went on Joey's channel. Great, man. Those videos are so good. Okay, so anyone else have any closing thoughts on this? Jim, you've been very quiet.
Yeah. This, I don't know. It's just a figure that's too expensive. I wouldn't dream to spend this much, especially on a Catwoman. It does look phenomenal, though. I mean, that lightness, like INART, I think if it wasn't for the price point, I think INART would be in trouble. But I think the price point just it's a big enough gap that I don't think INART actually have to worry too much about that. I do see this being down the line an ultimate Catwoman, but we also haven't seen a J&D 1/6 scale Kojin Works figure released yet, so there's that as well. But they do look just brilliant, but it's just not something that's massively on my radar.
No, and I'm not shocked at all, because you if you watched last week's The Hope So, Jim was kind of like, I when I was speaking to Ian when I first started the show, I was like, I didn't want a show where everyone's like, not that positivity is a bad thing, but I don't want everyone being, this looks great, yeah, this show is great, everyone's great, yeah, like that's like, sounds like Barney to me, do you know? So I wanted a show where people could respectively pronounce things properly, could respectfully disagree with each other. Like, that's why I asked Jose was part of it as well, Ian and Eddie to come on and Reviews at Rich to come on the Joker 2 chat, because I knew everyone was like, the spectrum was there. You had people that loved it, you people that absolutely hated it, people in between, people less in between, stuff like that. But Jim kind of knows how much I love The Dark Knight. He was like, yeah, I went back and rewatched it, and do you know what? Bale's Batman he starts getting really cringy after a while.
It does.
You finally realized it?
Well. it's just not aged as well as I would have liked to.
I'm going to say a massive fuck you, Jim, but I really love you.
Yeah, I know you do.
Jim, just ask him. Jim, just
Huh?
ask him how.
No,
just
no,
ask him-
no, no, no.
Ask him how Bruce
No, no, no,
got
no,
back
no.
into Gotham in the Dark Knight
No, no,
Rises.
no, no, no.
No.
I'm telling you, back in the 80s, there were these two kids. I actually went and researched this. These two kids from Dublin, they got a ferry to London, managed to get to Heathrow, and flew to New York with no tickets. If they can do that, Bale can get back into Gotham.
I was
We're
about
not
to
doing
say he's Batman. You can suspend disbelief on that one. I think.
this. They're bigger plot holes. But yeah, no, I appreciate that you're just putting it across there. Like, yeah, I disagree. You know. Does anyone have anything to say about this? Can we move on from this, or?
Can we agree that the voice progressively gets worse? At least?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, we
No,
discussed
100%.
that actually. It does.
But it's like your best friend, right? You like imagine your best friend who's there for you through thick and thin. Like they're not perfect. In the same way, they're looking at you, going, you know, you might be their best friend as well. You know, we're not perfect either. But like 99% of the time, maybe a cool 64% of the time, you do the right thing. But like, you know, there's like it's like, you know, your best friend. You know, it has like predominantly traits in the best friend that you'd want, but there's like little things that are like, yeah, that habit's a bit annoying. That's just life. But like that's the same way about movies. There's no such thing as a perfect movie, really. There's always little things that would bother you. But yeah, I do accept
So
that.
who has the best? Which Batman has the best voice? For me, it's Affleck.
I would agree. I
I'd
don't
agree
like
on
that,
that as
but
well.
I agree with
voice
that.
thing,
I think
the
they
voice thing.
nailed
The voice
that with
modulator, yeah.
the voice
Yeah,
changer.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's one thing they really got right, and they justified it, because one of the things, even as much as I love the Dark Knight trilogy, like there's that scene in the Dark Knight where he's talking to Lucius Fox. Lucius Fox knows Bruce Wayne is Batman. He's been making toys for him for the entire trilogy, or 2 movies at least. And he's like, you know, as long as this machine is in Wayne Enterprises, I won't be. And he kind of says, yeah, you know, when it's finished, type in your name. It's like, he knows. You can just go, yeah, listen, when you're finished, mate, just type in that, and look, we'll see you at work on Monday. Cool, job done. But you don't need to be doing the voice then. Yeah. Anyway, that's it.
I was trying to remember, is there a scene at all in the trilogy where he's in the bat suit but he's not doing the voice? But I believe he does,
think
right?
so.
He
Where?
does. It's the scene where he's talking to Rachel after he rescues her. No?
She dead, man. When he rescued her, she was dead.
No,
Was
no,
that
when-
in
sorry, you're
Batman
talking about-
Begins?
Before
first one.
that. No.
right.
And when he jumps to catch her,
Yeah.
right? And when they have the party scene, he catches her.
Yeah.
And then he talks to Rachel and she's like, "Where's Harvey?" And he's like, "He's safe." But he's using his real voice.
Yeah.
He's not, but he's in the bat
And
suit.
maybe you could argue that maybe that's done on purpose because it's her, but yeah, I think they give
gotta be
him
on
too
purpose,
much
surely.
dialogue. I love the voice in the first one though.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Like Swear to Me gets
100%.
parody,
Yeah.
but I think Swear to Me is
The Affleck, the Ben Affleck BVS is one of my anticipated figures for 2025. Can't wait for that
Same here.
2.0.
Yeah.
That looks amazing.
That's gonna be amazing.
100%.
Stanley, man. I can't do that. He's
Stanley,
the eye candy
I'm sorry,
man.
bro.
You know, like there's actually, to be fair, there's probably only one woman watching this, and that is his other half. Like, you know, but he's the eye candy. We can't get rid of him. Like, you know, so yeah. Okay, so Eddie, what you want to talk about?
You know what I want to go straight into the bat nipples.
Oh.
Shocking. All right. The funny thing is, I didn't anticipate that this was the 4-pack of nipples that you wanted to be talking about.
Wow.
Yeah,
No, I
I
don't
tried,
care
Joe. I
about
tried.
that.
So, do you want to talk about Batman or Robin first?
Batman.
Okay. Do we have a price on these yet?
Yeah, I think it's like 260, 265.
That's
I'll
good.
check.
Oh,
Quite good.
that's nice.
What you think, Eddie?
Oh man, I'm excited. They're so cool, man. You know, they just look amazing. You know, I love the George Clooney look. I think they nailed the likeness, and the accessories I'm most excited for. They gave Clooney the back card, so that's exactly how he'll be posed in my collection. With the back card, he'll never change because they can't
265.
do anything with these figures anyway. The Batman and Robin, they just stand there in my case. They can't pose or anything. So with the back
The
card,
ears
but
are
I do.
so big.
Yeah, they are. I never noticed that. I was looking at it on the stream yesterday, and I was like, "Dang, dude, those are long ears." I never noticed that. But the buzzsaw is actually cool too. I was like, "Oh, you know what? I might swap back and forth between the card and the saw because he has some cool gadgets." But yeah, dude, I love it, man. I'm excited that they're doing it. I didn't think we would get it, so that's cool, man.
Do you know the way, like, we just spent a few minutes critiquing Nolan's Batman, and we're like, yeah, that voice, man, that voice. I feel that, like, this guy, everything about him is bad.
Even the voice? I was thinking...
He just sounds like the
I like
Doctor
his
from
voice.
Eeyore, man.
Yeah, I never
Charming.
watched that, though.
Yeah, I'm showing my age now, but...
I don't know if they'd done it. If they'd made the film less campy, I actually quite like George Clooney. I think especially back
campy
then,
was
he had
like
that look. He was a
95% of the
good
movie.
Bruce Wayne if they'd written it well. I mean, I'm going to get this. I didn't think I would, but I'm going to get it. I think.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah, to be honest, I had the Val Kilmer one, sold it, and I think I'm going to rebuy it.
Yeah.
Because it's quite
The
cheap.
Kilmer
at the
one was
moment.
good.
Yeah, I like the Kilmer one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You
I
know,
might get that one. But I'm going to get
when
this
this
I think.
came out, I want to say... Oh, I can't remember. What was it 95?
97.
wasn't it?
97.
Yeah.
I saw an interview with George Clooney, and everyone knew George Clooney at the time because he was the Doctor from Eeyore and all that. But he said that, like, he wanted to go a different direction for Batman or Bruce Wayne because he just felt that, like, he didn't want to rehash the, his parents getting killed and him feeling sorry for himself because he doesn't like those characteristics in a person or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but I was kind of going, yeah, but that's Bruce Wayne. Like, that's what made him Batman. So it's like an actor kind of almost forcing his own agenda into a character. It's like, I know that kind of happens all the time now, but yeah, I just thought it was, Eddie's in on this.
Yeah.
Dan is in.
Yeah.
Anyone else in the panel?
I'm on the fence.
Wow, not even Jose? I thought for sure.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe Clooney, but I don't think I'd buy both.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah. I just think it'd be quite nice having them all together.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my
Like,
thinking
that's the
too.
thing. It's just because they're time machines, aren't they? It just looks 90s to me. It just looks like a 90s suit, that sort of thing. So
I mean, this is the Batman I remember from my childhood, so it's like it's definitely got that nostalgia draw to it. Like this whole suit, this is like Batman to me.
I was lucky because we had Batman Returns and Batman Forever on VHS, and that's the only ones I would watch. I never watched Batman and Robin until like it was on cable once, and then I was like, "What the hell is this?" But anyways,
Yeah, I was the opposite. I had Batman and Robin on VHS, but none of the others.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm quite glad they did this suit. I'm glad they didn't do the one at the end. That
Yeah.
one
I thought
with
they
oh
did
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
With
the
the
silver.
silver.
And I wish
kind of
they'd done
grey
that for Val Kilmer. We've got the black suit of Val Kilmer. Wish we'd got
the
that
Panther
one.
suit.
Yeah, but
I mean, Jazz Inc. is talking about doing that one, and like it won one of the polls for their next figure.
really?
Yeah, but they said that they were going to look into it next year, as in because
Did they do the
of all
Batmobile for this film? Jazz
They're
Inc.
they're putting it for a vote, but the Tumblr is beating it, so they wanted to see which one
probably-
they wanted to
It
do
was
next.
I quite
in
like
this
that
film, isn't it?
Batmobile. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really big, isn't it? It's really long.
Yeah.
This one
Yeah.
and this. Yeah.
Has he still got his codpiece on this version of Robin?
Well, when
actually
he
a good
said,
figure,
when
man.
Dan said it's really big, it's really long, I was thinking, what is he talking about? And then like,
Changed copy.
I heard people say that like obviously the Batman Forever Robin was nicknamed Throbbing for obvious reasons, and this one the people said this is a bit more downgraded. But in his defense, Gotham was cold.
Very good. So,
Come on, I'm here all day, but
I think this was part of Clooney's contract too. He's like, I saw that first one. Ain't no
it's a
way.
good figure, this one. It's good. I think it looks pretty good. But not for me. I don't need
Hey,
all that.
isn't that actually true though, Eddie? I think I remember seeing a
no, Val
behind the
Kilmer.
scenes thing.
I think the story was Val Kilmer was so bad to work with that he rang the media himself and said the reason why they changed the suit from Batman Returns and Forever was because that area was a lot smaller for Kilmer.
Oh,
So as in,
Oh,
as in-
really?
I don't know if that's an urban myth or not or something, but like apparently Val Kilmer on that movie was like they clashed and didn't get on well. So
yeah. Interesting.
Well, this
Wonder
is
what
the
H.
film
Shore-
that destroyed the Bat universe for a while, didn't it?
Yes.
I'm thankful for it because Nolan verse mightn't exist if it wasn't for this. So.
Exactly.
It's so crazy how perspective and like, because this started my love
Really?
for superheroes. Yeah, my
Wow.
mom. It's not. Yeah, I didn't hate the film, but I was 5, so. But
No, perfect age, man. I mean,
Yeah.
if you watch it back now, it's some parts are unwatchable for me. But I tell you what, if they did a Poison Ivy figure and
Yeah.
Uma
Oh, yeah.
Thurman,
Uma
I'd
Thurman.
definitely been
Say.
interested.
Yeah.
my mom
Someone
loved
will.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
everything about her, and yeah. So that made
Uma
me love
Thurman
this movie.
and Mr. Freeze. I know they So Toys did a really good version.
I'd
they
be more
look so
inclined to buy them if we got like a really good Arnie.
I think
Mr.
that's going to
Freeze,
happen.
And a Poison
I
Ivy
think-
Uma Thurman.
I do think they're going to get a Schwarzenegger from this. I don't think they're going to give Alicia Silverstone.
That sucks. That sucks.
I don't think they're going to do a
We need her.
Batgirl, but I think that I
If
think
they
the
did, they'd
chances-
do sculpted hair. I don't think they'd do an artisan.
Yeah,
I'd be good with that too.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know if you remember, Jose. Maybe you don't. The red gun, is that his? Is that a flamethrower, or like a blowtorch gun that he has?
I have no
I
idea.
think it
don't
was
remember.
I think it was a blowtorch, but then it looked like Batman came with like a blowtorch accessory. So, that'll be the accessory I use with Robin.
where does he put all these things? I mean, we know where fucking Robin puts them, like, but where do we?
It's a good question.
yeah.
You don't want to know the answer.
Hangs him off his nipples.
But like, yeah. So X-Men
Do you
Supreme
guys-
says this movie has the worst Batmobile, topless one-seat roadster, useless as hell. It goes against everything that Batman is. I completely agree because I know it's fiction. I get it's fiction, and you have to
I
suspend.
love it, man.
You have to suspend, you know, reality to enjoy it because you wouldn't enjoy anything if you were nitpicking everything. And I get that, but it's a spectrum. It's like certain things I'm like, okay, I'm going to let that go. For other things I'm like the Star Wars things, please just tell us what lightsabers cut and what they can't cut. It's really, I think there's a simple, I think it's a simple request.
Do you think these figures will be peg warmers, like the Val Kilmer one?
I think
That's
so.
that's what me and Eddie were talking about when these were announced. Because I was like, I don't think you need to pre-order these. Eddie was saying that you don't have to pre-order these right away because the other ones didn't sell very well. So I'm assuming they'll be available.
When the Kilmer one came out, it was in that Hot Toys releasing loads of, is this batch going to be really small, and then it's waitlisted, and you're ending up paying another $100 on top.
But
It's
if you
weird,
just
man. I'm
wait
gonna
6
wait.
months, you're going
Someone's
to get it for
unloading it.
under retail.
Absolutely,
and
mate.
if you look
Absolutely.
at all the stuff that's coming,
Yeah.
there's never going to be a month where you don't want 3 or 4 different things. And it's like,
Absolutely.
especially those collectors that get everything, it's like, well, Moose is here. Like, do you know what I mean? I mean, Moose nearly gets everything. Like, so like he's never going to have a slow month. And these things,
next
if they
year is
get popped
mad.
out, yeah. And even Moose said, I think earlier on, he nearly said earlier on that he picked these up eventually, which means he's not going to just pre-order these straight away. So small
Yeah.
batch, it could be offset by the fact that there's so much good stuff coming.
Yeah, I agree actually, man. I think give it 6 months, waiting game, and then pick it up later for under
How do
retail.
you guys feel about the likeness? That the Chris O'Donnell likeness look good? Do you guys think
Pretty good.
you see Clooney in the faceplates on Batman?
Clooney one's good. I think that two faceplates are for me pretty good. It's
I see Chris O'Donnell.
it's better than
I
the
can't-
prototype they showed at the convention a little
I
while
think
ago.
the Forever one was better.
Yeah, I think.
But
so.
I don't know if I'm misremembering or it could be the same skull for all I know. I don't have the figures, but I remember thinking they've nailed the likeness of Chris O'Donnell in the Forever one, and I just think they're striking figures because of that wine kind of red, and
Yeah.
Isn't it weird that we're all the last 6 months everything's been Batman. been really Batman heavy from the whole, you know, from Catwoman, Joss Catwoman to, you know, J&D to, you know, INART and everything like that. It's been a real sort of good year for DC and Batman, I think, isn't it, for everyone?
I'm surprised we haven't
Yeah,
got
Batman sells. Yeah, Batman sells. That's why Yost is all he's making now is Batman stuff. He quit Star Wars because it's like that's what sells. That's where the money.
He doesn't
is.
have the license as well for Star Wars. To be fair,
Is it not?
Yeah.
but you know, you might enjoy it while it's here because next year it's going to be all Superman, whether you like the movie or whether you like the trailer or not.
True.
Yeah,
I think that might be a good
it's good for
segue.
DC. I mean,
Ooh.
yeah, I thought it was all right. I don't know too much about the dog and things like that. You know, I'm a Christopher Reeve guy. I'm not a comic book guy, so I'm
See
just
what they
gonna
did
go in and
though.
Hope it's good.
They tried to pique your interest, didn't they?
Yeah,
That that electric
Yeah.
guitar
That was
reworked.
I
probably the
went
thing I
back
liked
and
the
watched the Christopher Reeve one. I
It's
say
good.
went back.
I mean,
I've never seen
Superman
it
is-
before. It was good.
You had never seen Christopher Reeve?
I'd never seen the Christopher Reeve ones before, so I watched the first one earlier
Jim,
last week,
did
and
you
it
like
was
it?
so good. It was good. Like
Superman
and
1 and 2
it's an
are
old
the
film.
I saw.
amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like that scene in Civil War now where like Jim just said he'd never seen the Christopher Reeve Superman, and people are like, you've never seen, and people are turning to me kind of going, how old is this guy? I was like, I don't know, I didn't carbon date him. Like, but he's so it's like,
Jim, did you like it?
32.
Did you like it, Jim? Did you like Christopher Reeve as Superman? Did you like the?
Yeah, he was good, and his Clark Kent was solid as well. I thought it was
Yeah.
fantastic. I mean, I really enjoyed. That was a really fun film to watch.
It's beautifully shot, Superman, with Richard
Yeah.
Donner. The way it's got
Yeah.
it's got a glow on it, isn't it? The whole time.
It does.
It's just got
There's
that weird.
something about it. It's just it feels.
Yeah, and
it was a
Superman
nice
2
film.
is still a great sequel after all the problems they had with it. But I think watching
Yeah, I need
those
to
two
watch
back
the
to
others.
back is, Superman 2 is great.
just going to put us to the side for 1 second, gents. So what you're looking at on screen in the lead, man, Bane, and it looks like it's going to be Bane or
Wow.
Artisan Joker. I know that Collecting Weekly did their awards, and I watch it every year, and I love that. And it kind of the Artisan Joker cleaned up,
Sweeped
and
it.
people were just like just not again, like, because even the panel members were saying that, like. So we got Bane in the lead just by 1 with 12, followed by Artisan Joker at 11. Then there's a big gap to INART Aragorn. So there's 3 more votes left, folks. 3 more votes left. I can only use 50 participants on this. So yeah, there's a link in the chat there if you want to. I might just pop it in, and you could be the deciding factor, or maybe even close the gap, whatever you want yourself. So just going to drop that into the chat there. So that's the link. So someone can tip the scales there. Watch now,
Again, it's
someone
good.
will go in.
DC as well. Again, DC's had a good year.
Yeah, Dark Knight trilogy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's. I think it's earned the iconic status. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look.
I mean, that Bane is like basically perfect. I mean, other than that
It is
hand,
amazing.
right?
Yeah.
Other than that, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's.
I would. The boots. There's no
Oh
ankle
yes.
circulation.
Yeah. No.
But that's a
But the
nitpick,
body
and
is unreal.
so good. So
I
good.
did I was trying to pose him fighting Batman, and I got him to stand in a certain way where, like, I bent it in a certain way, and it worked. But it would, if it had the, it would be better. If, what is it called? The
Split cut bit.
split cut. Yeah, the split cut. Obviously, that would be much better. But I got it to work, and obviously there's pros and cons to split cut, right? Split cut, obviously you can pose better, but then you lose a little bit of the realism there. So.
Yeah, I
just
think
wanna
it's.
address this chat really quickly. Sorry, X-Men Supreme again. Thanks for being a channel member for 20 months. He said I was the only vote for brown suit. There are definitely better figures up there, but I had to represent. But you know what? This time next year, I have a strong feeling that the Hugh Jackman yellow and blue suit could be in the running for figure of the year if they don't mess up the
sculpted
head
one.
sculpt.
Got so much good stuff coming next year. Terminator, everything. So much coming out. Can't wait.
Next year's gonna be
Well,
heavy.
what it can.
That Phantom Menace more. I can't wait for that.
Oh
Quick,
yeah. Oh
yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
Quick run around on the thoughts on the Superman trailer. I'm curious to hear Eddie. I saw that dog and I'm like, Eddie is either going to love that or he is going to hate it. really quickly, in 30 seconds, I'll give my thoughts. The only crypto I care about is Bitcoin. And I honestly really struggled with that dog being... I know it's in the comics, I get it. But where I am with this is... if you were to pitch Guardians of the Galaxy to me, you get a talking raccoon, okay, with a fetish for weapons. You've got a big muscular WWE guy. You've got a talking tree, and then you've got like a Chad-looking kind of dude. I'm not selling it. But James Gunn is very good at taking a motley crew, a eclectic bunch of people, and putting it together with the chemistry and entertaining and the music and soundtrack and making you love it. And by the end of the trilogy, probably the best trilogy in the MCU, definitely one of them. And Rocket, like... one of my favorite characters in the MCU, just amazing and a lot of heart. Peacemaker, he absolutely nailed. That has no business being that good. The Suicide Squad 2, the one with John Cena, and amazing, great content. Like, but I'm at a stage now where I'm like, I loved Cavill as Superman, but I didn't love the DCEU at all, and I'm kind of like jaded with the whole thing. So, the first thing, the opening scene where your man crashes down to the snow, crashes. I'm like, this just looks cool, and he's kind of heaving. I was like, that's so cool. He's actually bleeding. Wait, Superman's bleeding? This is cool. I know it's an attempt to tug at the heartstrings of people who are 40, 50, 60, whatever, and grew up with Reeves Superman, the reworked John Williams score, a bit of a modern take, and a bit of almost like an 80s or retro taking it with the guitar strumming. I loved that. I know it's kind of like, yeah, we're being emotionally manipulated. I totally get that. But like, I was all for it. The slow motion bit in the office, I think he looks kind of cool in the suit. The guy's absolutely jacked. It's hilarious. Like, they try to nerd him on. Like, he'd literally pick up people in that office and crack them in half. Miss Maisel. Has anyone watched Marvelous Miss Maisel? Rachel Brosnahan, the girl they chose for Lois Lane. Jose, you haven't watched Marvelous Miss Maisel? Like, there's no way that you don't enjoy that. She is an amazing actress a great pick. Right up to that point. But then the second half of the trailer, it was like, you've got Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. And okay, I know you can't judge the book by its cover. I'm not sure, and I know I do like him. But then you have the guy with the bowl cut, and then you've got the big monster thing, and then you've got another character who looks at the screen who basically looks like should be in Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's like a lot of villains there, and I'm like... And the big monster thing, a lot of the time, it's very hard to pull off big monster things, and I was really kind of not feeling it. That's my 2 cents anyway. Eddie, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you on the theme. I like the guitar, and I like the callback. That was probably my favorite part of the trailer. That was probably the only thing I really liked.
Sorry,
that was it. Yeah, that was the only thing I liked about the trailer. I don't love Superman crashing in. I don't love Crypto saving him.
Yeah, true.
I love Crypto. I love the idea of Crypto. I don't think he needs to be a big part of the movie, and I don't love the dog they picked playing him. It's
you didn't like his previous work. What was he on? Like a dog food commercial?
He just doesn't look like Crypto. Gunn put him in there because Gunn recently adopted a dog, and he looks like that, and so Gunn wanted the dog in there.
With Crypto, because I'm not a comic book reader or anything like that. Is he in the comics all the time then, with Superman?
He's not a big Labrador.
I think it's Silver Age comics, no? Older stuff. They had like a whole like they had like cows and horses and stuff, stuff like that.
Right,
I didn't read the comics either. I don't know that he's in there all the time. There was a Crypto cartoon when I was a kid that I loved. It was on Cartoon Network, and I loved it a lot. And it was like based on Crypto, but
okay.
I think he's more of just like a side character. He's his dog, and he comes in every once in a while. But to me, it feels like he's a bigger part of this, and I'm like, why? And it's just because of Gunn, and like, the Guy Gardner thing just feels like Gunn trying to fill a role for his friend. I don't love the way Gunn is going with the vibe and everything, and I think Gunn's overhyped. I think he does well with funny characters and, like you said, a goofy group of characters, but I don't know that he can do Superman or Batman even. I am so scared to see his Batman even more than Superman, because I don't feel he's good with those characters.
Like, a lot of people thought that okay, just I loved Cavill as Superman, and I wasn't a fan of DCU. I equate this to how I don't particularly like the Fox X-Men movies, but I watch them because I watch Hugh Jackman. He just carries it through. That's what makes it entertaining for me. I love Cavill as Superman, even though I'm not a fan of, say, BVS, whatever. I just think he was born to play Superman. And I love the darkness that Snyder brought, but I get that a lot of comic book fans don't. But with this, even some people who love the DCU were saying that they didn't like Batman's character because he was cracking jokes and stuff. Well, Gunn, prepare for jokes, because he'll make everyone make jokes.
Did anyone as well? This is my thing. I don't like the suit.
I
Oh,
hate
it's
you
terrible.
guys.
No.
It's terrible. It's
It's
really
kind of
bad.
classic,
It's one
but I
of
don't
those
like
where
it.
it's like, oh, you know, if we're going to get a figure, if we like the film, and you
I
know,
don't like the suit. I don't like the actor. I think he looks stupid as
Really?
Clark Kent. I don't like his
know.
hair.
I don't like his hair.
But when I see the
Reminds me
film,
of that.
I'll make a judge on his performance. But the suit at the moment for me is not. I'm not feeling it. You know, where it's all Cavill. I mean, obviously, again, I'm going back to the '70s Christopher Reeve suit. For me, is the one. You know, I just love that classic blue, that vibrant blue, and things like that. But yeah, I'm just not a massive fan of the suit. It just looks baggy. Did someone say, you know, a lot of people complaining about that. It just looks a bit weird.
I
It's quite
think
padded.
they've absolutely
Yeah.
nailed it with the Cavill suits. Like, I loved the darker blue in Man of Steel, and I gradually got brighter. And I think maybe BVS's might be my favorite suit, but I have to go back and look at them again, because I thought maybe even as much as I like the darker blue and the absence of the underwear, because I think the underwear, I just think they're stupid. I think maybe it was even too darker blue. I think BVS, or maybe even Just League, maybe BVS is actually the type I like, but I liked the way it was mesh. I think they ran the suit through a reality filter and was like, okay, what won't look like pajamas in the real world?
Yeah,
Because if you
100%.
pull stuff directly off a page and put it on a screen, everyone looks like that stupid fucking Loki, classic Loki. And it's a great nod to the comic books, but come on, the dude's in pajamas.
Someone put it next to like Spirit Halloween or Halloween stores, like images, like, you know, how like the ones that the people try on and you can buy at the Halloween stores. And so they put like images of people trying on costumes, and they put a picture of him wearing his outfit and how perfect it looked along the costumes for Halloween. It was just like, oh man, it looks rough. I mean, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, see how it looks on screen, but just by the trailer alone and the photographs I've seen of the suit, I don't love it. I definitely think it looks like Star-Lord's outfit in Volume 3, but then they just put Superman
I've
on
seen
it and
that.
they gave him a cap. So with the shoulder pads and all the lines and so on and so forth, it just looks baggy. So I'm not a fan of the suit. I'm not a fan of Nathan Fillion's Green Lantern's Guy Gardner outfit too. Hot Girl is wearing this very similar outfit, like a white leather suit, and they kind of have different color
Jose,
schemes on the
you
side.
might be able to answer this for me. I remember watching Black Adam and seeing Hawkman and thought it was the stupidest looking comic book hero ever. It was like the way that, you know, when you watch The Boys and it's supposed to look stupid because they're parodying
They're
superheroes,
parodies.
and you're like, God, yeah, some of these are actually absolutely stupid. When I saw that one, I thought, some guy back in the 50s was sitting around going, okay, I'm going to design a comic book character. A guy that dresses up as a bat. No, that's taken. Damn. A god with a blue suit and a cape. No, that's taken. And this came upon, well, Hawks aren't taken. That'll do. Is Hawk Girl Hawkman's girlfriend or
Yes.
something?
100%, yes.
how do I
So
say
basically,
that?
they're lovers that reincarnate in different like throughout the history. So they're in different bodies, and they kind
Okay,
of go
that
through
story
history.
automatically seems a lot more interesting than their actual outfits.
And he's
okay,
a
man.
badass. Jane, he's
Yeah.
a
Is he?
Hawkman's really really cool.
gritty,
Yeah.
like doesn't give a f about anything. Like he's tough.
I've been swearing the
He's
entire
cool.
show. We'll let
Yeah.
you an F-bomb. Yeah. Okay, in fairness, yeah, okay. It's me judging it on Black Adam is a terrible way to look at that. So I'm going to rescind that. I have a question for the panel, though. You don't like the suit. Show of hands. Who actually liked Robert Pattinson's Batsuit the first time you saw it? I don't think I have to say the rest of what I'm thinking. Maybe the movie's amazing. And maybe it doesn't matter what
I
the
think
suit
it's
is.
it's easier to buy because it's like all black, you know. It's just it feels a bit homemade. Once you see the movie, you kind of get the world, right? So again, that's why I was like, well, I want to see the film and see how it plays. I mean, it's very much possible it's a suit that he created on his own, right? Like his homemade suit, right? And then later he makes a new one, or he gets a new one, or whatever.
Like, what's more important though, the look of the suit or what he does in the suit?
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
like
100%.
when Pattinson introduced himself in the Subway's Vengeance, I'm on board. Like, that was, it just automatically made me like it. Yeah.
I think one of the only times I've seen a suit and gone wow was Ben Affleck when the first BVS when you saw that
incredible.
the Dark Knight.
I remember watching that trailer when you see him coming out of the rubble and you see the suit. Oh man, I remember that
again.
Oh, it was insane.
It's
Just to go back on
suit for me, but like I know I'm so biased. But
real quick, Crypto has been since the Silver Age comics appeared in 1955 for the first time, and he did look kind of like that white dog a little bit when he first appeared. He's always been a white dog, but he kind of looked like that one.
This is gonna be a personal thing, and you guys might laugh at me or disagree with me. One of the things I hate in Batman's Batman movie is the fact that towards the end, Catwoman saves him, and he
Catch your cell phone.
Sorry.
Catwoman saves him. He's ready to give up. Batman is ready to give up, and Catwoman saves him, and that's exactly what they showed in this trailer, and it's even worse because it's a dog. The dog.
I get now that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
And I'm like, dude, even the dog is saying to get your bitch ass up and go over there.
Well, the dog originally, the way the story goes is that the dog was sent first as like a test subject to Earth, and so
really?
he stayed there. Yeah, he stayed there and then developed the same powers that Superman did because he stayed on Earth and the sun that radiated on him gave him the powers. So then technically he is a super being that's also from Krypton. So
does he talk?
I'm glad that Superman didn't choose like Ireland, England, Aberdeen, because that guy would have been withered away to nothing. There's no sun here. The sun is something we read about in books. We look at YouTube videos and documentaries, but we don't know what that is. Yeah.
I think he's going to be very prominent, though. I think he's also going to be a Supergirl's companion in the next in the Supergirl movie, which is basically the next DCU film. They're going to start shooting that next year. So. Millie Alcock from House of the Dragon.
Oh, from Game of Thrones. Yeah, she'd be good.
I think we really have to be very clear about this because we could get cancelled for this. Stanley, dogs are the best. We love dogs.
I love dogs.
We love dogs. We don't want to get cancelled here. We love dogs.
I love the dog more than Superman now because he doesn't fall to the earth and die.
Yeah, all Superman needs is a treat, and he'll be sprightly. So,
do you know what? Actually, going back on that, Shane, it'll be interesting with that trailer, what the context of that is, because
it will.
That's quite a big thing that you to see Superman bleeding straight away, isn't it?
Lex Luthor's used kryptonite again, probably.
Yeah, it's quite a bold move.
Kryptonite, surely it has to be kryptonite.
You think so?
Or is it like he says, bring him home? Is that his first arrival? And he hasn't absorbed enough sunlight yet.
Could be Doomsday.
Or he's just gone for his first flight or something and fell down and hurt himself.
Did not work out. Yeah. Did not work out. Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, my impression is that this Superman has been around. And just based on the trailer alone, again, we can speculate all we want, but it looks like he's in a world that superheroes are already established, and there's superheroes that look like to be under some sort of government regime, and he might be in, he might not be out, he might be conflicted whether he wants to be involved and so on and so forth, just based on the trailer and what we know of, like the what we saw in the images there in regards to Hot Girl and Mr. Terrific and all these guys in the trailer.
Dave, I love you, but I actually heard you on Let's Get Nuts once say you didn't like dogs, so you were on.
He did, yes.
You were on thin ice. You watch yourself, right? You watch yourself. I love you, but you watch yourself, man. Right.
He did say that 100%.
The music sounds like Top Gun with Williams intertwined. I 100% thought of the Top Gun theme as well. Yeah, that's a great call. Yeah.
You know, I saw something really funny on Twitter. It said how James Gunn had said that he was really inspired by the flying scenes in Top Gun Maverick for this film. So that's kind of what he was going to try to emulate with the flying scenes in Superman. And it's funny because then they went back and they found an old interview of the people who made Top Gun Maverick, and they said that they were inspired by Man of Steel.
No way.
Yes.
Oh man, I love that.
So-
That's like, do you know when like you watch a movie and it blows your mind, and you're like, who directed this? And you look at the director and you're like, oh man, I love this guy's movies. I didn't realize he directed this, but it's nice he just keeps making quality, or they may keep making quality. Like season 2, episode 7 of The Walking Dead, the barn scene. And you remember this? Like
The what scene,
the-
Shane? Oh, is
the
that
barn-
when
the
Sophia
barn
comes
scene?
out of the barn?
yeah, and
Yeah,
like the
that's
whole
awesome.
thing is like Shane is a real alpha male, and well, so is Rick, but Rick's he has a bit more compassion and empathy, and it's like, yeah, you can't lead us. That's Shane's voice, and then Rick is going, you can't just kill everyone. And like I could see where Shane has come from. He wanted to go in and just kill all the walkers, but they were on Herschel's land, and
Wasn't it Herschel's wife in there as
yeah,
well?
yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah, exactly. And they thought they could cure them, but there's a great scene where they open up the barn. Shane opens up the barn without consulting Rick and going against Herschel's wishes. They just start slaughtering all the zombies, which, okay, I can totally get where they're coming from. But then the last one comes out is the girl, Carol's.
Yeah, they've been searching for 20
man.
episodes.
And suddenly
Yeah.
Shane just like couldn't handle this, and it's a great slow motion scene with epic music when Rick knows this is going to be the hardest thing to do, and he just walks up and shoots her right in the head, and it's just like, this is amazing. Who directed this? It's Frank Darabont. What did he direct? The Shawshank Redemption, small film.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. Do you know, it's like I had to Google it, going, who directed this? This is epic. Like, this is no business being this good. But yeah, Frank Darabont. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
What do we want to
that
talk
was
about, guys?
One of the highlights
Shall I go
of
on?
Walking Dead, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Who's picking, or should we just say
Anyone.
Snap?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Nice.
So what did I go with? I kind of went back with figures that were announced this year and pitted them head to head. If you could only have one and the other one had to just disappear to dust. Yeah. So shout out to the 47 people watching in the chat. If you are just joining us, this is the part of the show where I annoy all of my panel members. They have to choose between one of these. Which one gets Thanos snapped into oblivion? If they have the tube one pre-ordered, they will never own that, and they've got to pick the one that remains. Anyone want to go first on this?
Yeah, Wolverine, easy, snap.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I'd snap Wolverine as well.
it's Wolverine, it's Hugh Jackman, but I mean, I need a Han Solo. I was shocked that they even did this. I think the Han Solo looks better, and I already have a Hugh Jackman from the actual movies, like that he started in. So like, I don't need this, but it is a really cool suit, and I like
This
that
is
movie.
the yellow suit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never needed
That's
him
like
in that,
definitive. That's like
People
definitive.
were asking for that for forever, and I was like, I like him as
Eddie,
Logan.
Would you
I like him as
prefer
Logan.
Endor Han or an inevitable on a long enough timeline Besman Han?
To me,
Is
they're
it
the
inevitable,
same thing.
Shane?
To me, it's the same thing. I don't.
On a long enough
distinguish the
timeline,
suits.
everything's inevitable.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
we mightn't be alive to see it.
yeah
but it'll happen.
exactly. Yeah.
You'd snap hands. Okay. Are you
Yeah, I'd
crying,
snap
Phil?
Wolverine.
Crilly, if we have 1 second, don't move. He's actually crying. God bless him. Display looks great though.
Phil, who you
Yeah, it
snapping?
does.
Who you snapping, Phil?
This is like Ian's decision. Remember, Ian spent about a fortnight deciding between. I think it was Batman 2 and Dune 3 or something like that.
I felt bad for Ian that day.
God, he went on a long time though, didn't
He
it?
did.
We gave him an immersive amount of abuse that night.
I've waited so long for a Han Solo, but most of my collection, OT wise, is Empire, not Return of the Jedi.
Phil, you would only get Han. You remember
But
this
Phil-
Han Solo
Phil, you don't
taken
really-
about 10 years to come out. So
You don't really collect Marvel too, right? From
Jose,
my understanding.
we have him right where we want him. We are enabling the shit out of him. we are right now. We can see the strings attached to Phil's shoulders. Like,
I've actually got a lot of the Endgame line, Jose, and I've got
Okay.
obviously Deadpool, and I had the Honor Wolverine, the blue and yellow.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
I think
however, remember, Phil, there's the topless version of this, which is pretty good. So you could snap this and then
We-
the other one, battle damaged.
the thing is, I think the yellow and blue Wolverine, I think that Jackman is perfect, whereas I don't think the Han is perfect with the hair and what have you.
That's fair.
I reckon they'll fix the hair.
I reckon so. Yeah.
Dan, you're not making this any easier for me, man.
Neither am I, Phil. Neither am I. I think what you're trying to say is
Shit, boy. Shit, partner. Shit. 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 Thanks for your time.
it's the last edit when he says it 2 or 3 times going in different directions that gets me.
Phil, look
Can I
at
tell you-
going back to Phil. Could put him full screen again, Shane.
Yeah.
Sorry, Phil.
Right. Yeah,
Look at the
right.
top shelf. You could see that hand there, couldn't you? Right in the.
You haven't seen my
him up
bottom
there.
shelf, though.
That means a Wookiee though.
No, but the
That
top
sounds
shelf's
dirty.
OT, isn't it? I can see it there, Phil. I can see Han there.
Can I give you a bit of advice, Phil?
Go.
I want the 2 of these, but I pre-ordered the yellow and blue Wolverine, and I haven't pre-ordered the Return of the Jedi Han because I thought now that they have this, the floodgates might be open. Now it's a might, and when this announced, if it turns out great, I had the luxury of waiting, and you're going to pick one up anyway. I know people say wait list. Fuck the wait list. You'll get it. If you want it, you get it. You just have to wait until everyone gets bored of it in 6 months and sells it. So I've waited. I've ordered the Wolverine. I'm going to wait in the hand, but I think you're going to get a Besman. Or you're going to get a New Hope. I'm not sure if we're going to get this specific one again. We might get other renditions of Wolverine, but I don't think it's going to be this classic suit. So my
One
logic is
second.
snap hand. Let me go full screen again. Drink
You are
sensibly.
right. You are right,
Bloody
Shane.
hell.
We're gonna get another New Hope hand, definitely, aren't we? In the
I just like to
anniversary.
take an opportunity to say, over this Christmas spirit, of this Christmas period, drink responsibly, folks. Yeah, go on. Sorry, Dan.
No, it's fine. You're right. You are right. We're gonna get the 50th anniversary in a few years, aren't we? So they're gonna smash the 2.0s out the park for that. So
Yeah, I think
you
so.
are right on that.
I know I
front,
could be wrong though. I could be absolutely wrong, and
Depends on Ford's likeness, isn't it? If he gives it away again.
yeah, I don't know. Is it on a case figure by figure basis? But look, I'm gonna snap Han and hope for a Besman. Phil, I'm gonna come back to you because you just look in pain. Jim,
I'm gonna snap Han and I'll go for Wolverine. If I wasn't go for a Han solo, it'll be a New Hope, so I'd wait for that. So,
Dan.
I'm going to snap Wolverine because I don't collect Marvel, and I sold my New Hope Han as soon as this was announced, and I've got a gap up there now,
Yeah.
Han and Chewie. So,
Yeah.
and then I'll just sell this when the best bid one comes out. So, you know what I'm like, I'll just move them along and rotate.
And Jose, I got the impression that this is not an easy one for you.
No, absolutely not. Harrison Ford is probably my favorite actor. I showed you that signature. I paid a lot of money that I don't even want to tell you how much I spent for that Harrison Ford signature to put it right next to the Falcon cockpit and have Han Solo driving that, or flying that. So this is incredibly hard. But I grew up like Eddie. I grew up on the X-Men films. They were my childhood. So Hugh Jackman is my guy. So, on the logic that you just said that they might do another Han Solo, and I already have a Han Solo. I have the New Hope one. So if they do a new 2.0 New Hope or they do Bespin Han, I would grab that one. But I don't think we'll see him in this suit again. I think he gets a new suit by the next movie. So I think I'm going to go snap Han, keep Wolverine.
Okay. Now, imagine it's like a really low batch and then sells out. It's virtually impossible to get. And we're all here like, please God, 3 years' time. And you're like, yeah, so Shane, where's that Bespin Han? Can't get the Return of the Jedi one anyway. No, not my problem, folks. We're all big boys. Yeah, but look, that's. But the thing is, if it comes out and looks incredible, I'll probably pick it up. The Han
And
Solo,
like you say,
keep the
Shane, you'll
jacket
get
on.
it. You can get it once. People will. You can get anything now. You just got to
For
wait.
the, yeah, 100%. For the purpose of the game, I'd snap on. Phil.
Okay, so I've got Bespin Luke, I've got Lando Calrissian, Empire Boba Fett, which is obviously Bespin, Empire Strikes, Vader. There's definitely another Leia coming. I'm convinced there's going to be a Bespin Han. This is my favourite representation of Wolverine. I don't think we're ever going to see him jacked and suited like this again, so I'm snapping Han, keeping Wolverine.
You've just made X-Men Supreme very happy. Okay, I'm going to leave you with this one. Need to use the bathroom. Okay, chat away there, folks.
I'd definitely snap Black Widow.
Yeah, this must be. I'd have thought unanimous for most of us.
Yeah, I don't collect Marvel, so she does look amazing.
She
but
does.
That T800's the one. I think the only Black Widow I'd get, and I've said this before, if I'm going to collect Marvel again, if they redid the original Avengers 2.0's
Fair
art,
enough.
That's coming. They're definitely doing that.
That's when
Yeah,
I'll
it's
buy
coming.
the team, and that'll be my Marvel setup of just like the original Avengers. But she looks great though. I mean, look at that. The head sculpt is amazing. But
Yeah, they're definitely gonna 2.0 all the Avengers from Avengers 1. I mean, I could see. I mean, they're needed 2.0s for Thor,
Hulk.
Hawkeye, Hulk, Captain America. They made the one from Endgame, so I guess you could use
Yeah.
that. But
If
I
they
could
if they
see
do
them
another
do it.
Hulk, I would snap that up in a second. I've been dying to get Hulk in the collection at some point.
Yeah,
I would
Hulk.
love. I was thinking about it the other day. A Lou Ferrigno Hulk. I'd love that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that'd be
fair.
very
Love
cool.
that.
Did
That would be
anybody
very
watch
cool.
What If this week?
No.
No, is that
Disney
good?
Plus? Yeah. They've it's like a super Hulk. He's like a kaiju sort of thing.
Oh my!
wow.
Storyline.
Blimey.
Good.
I think we lost Shane.
Yeah,
So,
Shane gone.
No, he's gone to the.
He's on a
gone
loo
to the-
break.
He's gone to the loo.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Eddie, what do you
Well,
think?
yeah. Someone leave the show here.
Yeah.
No, I just went to the
Here he is.
bathroom.
Here he is.
I think I'd snap Terminator.
Ooh.
I
Eddie.
had a feeling he was going to say that. I don't know why.
You know what? I think I know why. I think I know why.
Because
I
you've
think
never
Eddie.
seen it, Eddie. Surely you've
No,
never
no, no.
seen Terminator.
No, Eddie hasn't seen the first Terminator from what I remember.
No.
Right?
Yeah, I haven't seen the first Terminator.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the best
And then
one,
I
in my
think
opinion.
you've said you don't like battle damage. You prefer clean.
Yeah, they're gonna make
There we
the
go.
clean one, and
Apparently going to make the clean one with the bike. I've said.
Oh,
I
did
heard
see
that.
Ah,
I
come
heard
on,
that.
steady
I heard
on
that.
now, steady on.
I've heard, Shane. I'm letting
Come
you
on
know.
now.
I'm quite good with that. You know I am. I can't put it in the group. I've heard some. Actually, that was a list. Everyone saw that list. It was quite. It was like basically everyone's wish list, wasn't it? Just put it in.
I'm calling bullshit on that. Like, no, that's not happening.
Really?
I like on the list. The list was ridiculous. The list was basically everything you've ever
Queen
wanted ever.
Alien.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like the
please.
Ford
That-
Taurus.
The
Connor
size
thing.
of that is going to be ridiculous if they did that.
I know.
But
Alien
out of
Queen.
interest, though, what would you get? Would you get the clean version with a bike, or would you get the battle damage?
I've already ordered the battle damaged. I would probably get that and just keep it with that.
Yeah,
There's
same
probably
here.
things in that list which will happen. Like I could see the bike or the power loader arriving
With Ripley.
a long time before the Ford Taurus.
Yeah.
Bespin Han wasn't on a
That's
stream.
been scouted around quite a long time though. That Robocop car.
Yeah.
The last few years, I've heard rumours of that. So, but that is a lot of money for something that's quite, not everyone's going to buy that, are they?
Quite niche.
Yeah. I have both of these on PO, but it's not a competition. Even though I have the DX13, I think this one will turn out better. I'd have to snap Black Widow. Who hasn't gone?
Me. I was hoping maybe you might skip me, and I didn't have to pick. Oh,
I did this for you.
Oh, man. This is my favorite interpretation or version or look of Black Widow. Actually, I like her Iron Man 2 look the best. Even though I really like, I really like her Avengers 1 look too. But it's Avengers 1, and then Civil War with the longer hair is also one of my favorite looks. Anyways. I think I'm kind of like Eddie, where I prefer a clean figure, but I like when you can swap it out. You know what I mean? Like if you can swap it out, you can go clean and then go battle damage. That's my favorite part of collecting. That if you can do swap outs like that, if you're just depending on the mood. But because this is just strictly a battle damage, I think I might snap him. So I'll get the clean one if it comes with the bike too, right? And I'll keep a
come
Black
on
Widow.
now. That's like really like, so you're actually getting two things now by getting rid of Black Widow. Yeah.
That Black Widow does look amazing there, though, doesn't it?
It does.
Really does.
Yes.
Provided there's no downgrade. They need to get the face right. They need to get the hair right.
Smoking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love the way you're like, Jose's like, oh, that's my favorite look. I've never seen a Scarlett Johansson look. I didn't like. On this though, I would snap the Scarlett Johansson and keep the T800. So did you decide or?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I'll snap battle damage Arnie. I'll keep Widow. But again, with the idea, the concept that obviously I'm getting the clean version.
Okay. No, I could. I see the logic. Once a show, folks. Once a show. Anyone?
Is this the Romulus version?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Easy.
I should have started with this. Stupid shame.
Oh, I'm gonna go
shame.
quickly. I'll snap the Romulus version. I'll keep the T1000.
Same.
Me too. Because we're going to get a big chat one day, so.
I think so.
I think I'd snap the T1000.
Ooh.
I don't need villains. I'm not a villains guy.
What's an alien, though?
I think they're both villains.
Yeah.
Neither of these are the hero of the movie, Eddie.
That's true.
Remember that bit where like he just like
Some of
ripped
those-
all those people to get apart?
Some of those people
so
were
heroic.
annoying, you know.
No, that's okay. Fair.
To be fair, it is a perfect organism.
Yeah.
So.
True. Yeah. No, I see.
That's
where
like
you're
us.
going there.
Are we still talking about Alien?
Yeah, I think so.
Phil's still
Eddie
thinking
was
about
very careful
Wolverine.
with his pronunciation there, so I get rid of the Xenomorph on the exact same sentiment as Dan.
Yeah, the Alien. Alien for me is going.
Jim?
Yeah, do you know what? This was tougher than I thought it would be because, my heart says snap the T1000, but then my logical brain says we are going to get more aliens. But this one looks amazing. I'm going to go with the heart. I'm going to snap T1000 and keep the Romulus alien, just because. I mean, that's just such a.
The thing is, though, Jim, if they brought out a big chat, would you sell this one?
I would. This is like. Do you know, like, you get those Iron Man collectors out there that have every single suit?
Yeah.
That would be me with the
Alien.
Xenomorphs. Like, I'd have the dog alien, I'd have the warrior, I'd have the big chap.
Have you got the Alien Warrior? You've got the Alien
I have the
Warrior,
warrior, yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't got the
I've
big
got
chap, because I'm just holding off on that one.
I've got the Warrior, and it's still holding up all right. It's such a good figure.
Yeah, I've been tempted by some of the older snap kits as well that they've done, of, like, for some of the aliens, but I'm just like, just need to bide my time. So, yeah.
Cool. So did you, in the end, you'd snap the T1000, yeah?
Yes, I would. With a heavy heart, though.
The results are in, folks. I wish I was born in the 90s. You were born in the 90s, weren't you?
Yeah.
Were you born in the 90s, Jim?
No, 92.
Okay, grand. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Hey, that's 3 of us on this panel.
Is it?
Is Eddie 92 as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the best year.
3 nephews and 3 uncles. We got 3.
So the results are in, folks.
I don't think you got that one, Eddie.
I'm still doing the maths there. The results are in.
Ooh,
So,
close.
yeah, so I'm so glad the Artisan Joker didn't win, although I
Thank God.
appreciate it. It's great.
Same here.
So, number 1, Hot Toys Bane. Number 2, Artisan Joker. Number 3, INART Aragorn. In fairness, they're all worthy contenders. Coming in 6, INART Batman. Okay, fair. And then the Kenobi Vader. I think they're all solid. So that's going to inform one of the videos for the 12 Days of Christmas playlist. Thank you very much. Anyone want to get this out of the way? I have nothing to say about this. It's a clone. His name is Wolf. He's a commander. He's one eye. And he is up for pre-order.
The lot of the clone collectors today, though, have been loving it. But
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sure,
tempted by
I'm
this
sure.
because I've got the Cody and the Rex, and I was never keen on the. I don't think Fox came with a head sculpt, did it? That I can remember, but
good head
I
sculpt.
can see it now.
sculpt
The
is
complaints. I love the separate rolling eyeballs function, but just really, really hard to get these to line up.
Yeah.
but I'm glad it's been released for the collectors, and if I'm honest, I'm quite tempted if the price is reasonable, or if they go nuts on the manufacture and it drops in a few months, then I'd be tempted to get this.
Dan, I see your private chat there. You're heading out.
Yeah, my headphones have gone as well. So, Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas to everyone in
You
the
too,
chat.
Dan.
Merry Christmas, Dan.
Merry
Good
Christmas.
everybody.
Thanks for joining
Online.
us.
Hope you all have a good one, and I'll see you soon.
Look after yourself, man. Look after
See you
yourself.
guys.
See you,
Take
buddy.
care.
Ta,
See
buddy.
you later.
See you.
Later,
Bye.
Dan. Good to see you, man.
Bye.
See you, mate. Sorry, Dan. Or sorry, Phil.
No, I was just saying I'm glad they have released it. I'm sure that there are going to be a lot of clone collectors happy to see it, and let's see if maybe further down the line if it reduces in price, I think I'm going to be quite tempted. Only because my collecting started with Black Series, and I had all the clone commanders: him, Gree, Fox, Cody, and Rex.
So all the named ones, yeah.
Yeah, all the commanders. So, I mean, I wasn't interested in Jesse and Fives and all the rest of them, but this maybe further down the line, it'd be quite. I wouldn't get the deluxe because I'm not keen on the Phase 1. I think a Phase 1 helmets and a couple of other accessories come with the deluxe, but I'd pick this one up.
This question is literally what I was about to ask you, Phil. So you said you had like a lot of the named clones there, but then you didn't have any interest in Jesse and Fives. Like what gravitates you towards one named clone and said, no, I don't want the other ones? Is it the look of them or storyline or what?
I think it was simply the look. Back when I was collecting the Black Series, I liked the look of sort of Wolf, Rex, Cody, and for some reason, other than Cody, I think quite a few of them were sought after as well. So whether that sort of pushed me to, because I hadn't even watched the Clone Wars when I was collecting Black Series, but I liked the design of the figures and the helmet design on them, and I've always liked, I don't know why, I mean, I'm not a massive fan of the prequels, but I liked Gree or the design in Revenge of the Sith, when they get Order 66 and Yoda's there and what have you. So, yeah.
I think they were talking more about like what makes one clone more eligible to be a commander than others if they're meant to be all based off the same person, is why the gist I got from that.
All right.
That question.
Maybe
Oh, right. Okay.
all right. I know. Maybe they can make one bit more intelligent.
They do,
or something,
yeah, they
better
do,
leadership
yeah.
skill.
But
They
they
do,
do.
yeah,
They alter them, don't they? Slightly.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Should a Bad Batch are different, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also experience, like the kind of experience you have as well, that massively dictates who you end up becoming as a person. So I'd say that as well.
Yeah, true. So like
Yeah,
one
like,
clone, they've accelerated growth. So one of them might be like 3 years old, and one of them might be like 1 year old.
yeah.
Or serving for X amount of time. Cool. Anyone have anything else to say about this? Like, is anyone on the panel actually getting Commander Wolf? I have no interest, but
I'm not getting this. The head sculpt looks amazing. One thing I'll say quickly, like I'm not interested in this figure at all, but like Hot Toys head sculpts at the moment, their skin texturing looks so good. I don't know if anyone disagrees, but for me, it just looks really like high depth. It just looks great. And I look at my INART figures I've got recently, and they look amazing, but they don't seem to be like, they seem smoother, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay, fair point.
Which is just one thing that I've noticed on Hot Toys head sculpts recently. They're just really impressing me.
Cavill I find really, really smooth, if you like.
Really?
Cavill does look smooth.
I don't like the Bruce Wayne, the unmasked sculpt on my... I went for the sculpted head sculpt, but on the INART Batman, just that head sculpt, I don't love it. And their sculpted hair is definitely not at Hot Toys level at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that Batman, I'd say, is almost third party level, like sculpted hair.
Wow.
It's not good. It's not good.
Wow.
It's just
Yeah.
I mean, I look at the Penguin by 6 Feet Lane Studios, and that's got sculpted hair, obviously, and it's not great, and it's not really much worse than the INART one, if I'm being honest with you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I think Delo's actually... I actually, under my tree, have the INART rooted Batman, and I'll see if I can open that up tomorrow, though. See what Santa says. But I know Dilo the collector...
That sculpted one, Jose.
I think he's got both. I think he's got...
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
That's where his post on that.
Sorry, I'm just gonna... I can't tell from here. Like it looks.
That's the sculpted, I believe.
Yeah.
There's just something about it. It looks kind of rough. Or maybe it's just my one, but.
Do you find the
doesn't look
detail
great.
a bit lacking, Jose, or like compared to say, like if you take a really good example of Hot Toys sculpted hair, what do you think?
I think he's not wrong, but I would say that the hair isn't as strong as Hot Toys when it comes to sculpted. But I mean, I think it's pretty good. But I know where he's coming from in terms of the softness. But I mean, if he's how close can I get here? I mean, it's Robert Pattinson. I mean, it's there. I mean,
Yeah, like
definitely,
100% there. Yeah, definitely.
He's just talking about the hair specifically, then.
The hair. Yeah, the hair. I totally see. And I felt that with the sculpted Joker. That's one of the reasons why I've been like, if I could find a artisan Joker, and get that, because I didn't buy the 2-pack. I got the sculpted INART Joker. So, and now that I see it, and based on Jim, with your experience with the sculpted hair on the INART, it's not as strong as Hot Toys. So for me, I'm like, if I could find, I really want a rooted Joker. So I'm like, if I could find one.
That's what Graham, the Jedi Knights Watch did. He had the sculpted single INART Joker, and then he sold that anticipating. I actually think he went. I think he might have actually gone for the sculpted Hot Toys Joker.
Mm-hmm. Even that's really good though. If you've seen D Knight's videos, it looks really good.
Because their sculpted hair is. I think Hot Toys have the edge with sculpted hair, and INART currently have the edge with rooted. But who knows what the future's going to hold. I have no interest in this one either. This is Wolfpack Clone Trooper, non-named clone. There's a deluxe version and a regular version. The deluxe has the phase 1 and 2 helmets or something, different styles of helmets, rotary blaster, cannon, rocket launcher, basically a lot of cool stuff, and a backpack. And the normal version has 2 guns, some flame effects, a rocket pack, swap out hands, base, and boots.
It's basically a repaint and reissue of the old 501st Deluxe, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
A while back.
Yeah,
Shout out to Dante. He's in the chat. Man of Hot. He's in the chat.
Dante, I'm not sure about that list, buddy. I'm not sure about that list. I can't. I want it to be true, but I'm just. I'm not. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen.
That's my nickname from him. He calls me Pepe, which is like is what people call Jose's.
As in like anyone named Jose.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Just to
you
be
get all
clear,
peppy.
I want the bike. I want
Yes.
the power loader. I want the Taurus, but I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest. But thanks so much for watching. Do appreciate it. Actually, if you want to come on, if you're free, we'll send you the link.
Ooh,
If you're-
Dante.
Yeah. If you want to quit your job, man, jobs are overrated anyway. So, but yeah, let us know. And we get Beppe to send you.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Pronunciation was pretty good. There we go.
I tried it. Beppe, okay. So, okay. So, do you want to talk about this? Because I'm chomping at the bit. I want to talk about that Joker, folks.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay. Grand. We might briefly take a look at the Ron unboxing. So I got to get rid of, what do I got to get rid of? Actually, would you want to take a quick look at the Range Trooper and then we'll finish with the INART stuff?
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so... okay, so I think this looks absolutely incredible. Noffman IP that I want to collect solo. Even though I watched solo, I thought it was... I don't hate on it. It was fine. The dude was always up against it because he's inevitably going to be compared to Han Solo in the same way that everyone's going to be, who plays the Joker is going to be compared to Heath Ledger's. But I thought it was a fine movie. I really liked the train scene. But
yeah, to me, I mean, I personally, I think they should have made Obi-Wan a movie and Solo should have been a series. But I don't know.
these look cool, though, don't they?
They do look decent. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Did you see the dude, the boots magnetic? Someone slapped it onto the side of his car.
On the side of his car. Yeah, I
What?
wasn't sure if that was a meme or something.
But you know what, though? If you get a little camera on a tripod connected to that and then go for a drive, that's a short that's going to get you a few 100,000 subs. Yeah, this looks incredible, but this is classic. Pass on a lot of things that look cool to get the things that I love. So, anyone pick one of these up?
No.
No, I was literally like last minute finger over the purchase button for ages, and I thought, no, I can.
I think Ian bought them all, didn't
He probably did, yeah. He probably did.
He bought two, did he?
he? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
He's a man of eclectic tastes. He likes Marjorie cases and Range Troopers. Yeah.
If it was a
fairness,
snow
though-
trooper, yeah, 100% I would have been all over it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have a quick glance. Dante's saying that I gave people their chance to trash the list. We'll wait for their apologies later. I don't know, man. I want you to be right. I want
Same.
you to be right. But
Same.
I just am not seeing it, man. I'm not seeing it.
He does have a pretty good source, so I know he trusts the source that he's getting the
It's a
information
Hong Kong-based
from.
source, yeah?
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
source that he's getting the information from,
Yeah.
I know he does trust it, and they've been right on a couple things, more recent things. So I know that he really does trust them. So
Yeah.
I think that's why
Inevitably,
he's really
some
standing
of the
up for it.
things. Some of the things have to be correct, though. Like some of the things, like I've seen a lot of people talk about that. The power loader has been thrown around a lot.
I can
and they
see
are
that
going
happening.
back. I can't see the Taurus though. I can't see that. The bike would be epic. Like I want that bike.
That Ripley from the power loader as well. The head sculpt's not even. It was. I think it's before they had the license, wasn't it? So the head sculpt doesn't really look like Ripley at all.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Really?
I think Dante clarified it's not Hong Kong based; it's Disney Marvel based. Ooh.
Oh.
Wait a second.
Oh,
You're
okay.
telling me Mickey Mouse is telling you all this stuff? Well, sign me up.
Oh boy!
Yeah. Oh, boy. We're going to get a power loader.
Jesus.
All right, look, we'll take a look at this. I'm just gonna. This is already a mute. Just gonna maybe watch this through on mute. Why isn't this playing properly?
You had to click on the big
There
one.
we
Yeah, there we go.
I gotcha. There we go. I just muted it there. Can you see this? Yeah, it's coming through. It's
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, we see it. We see it.
See, someone in the comments said it's got a bit of a downgrade. I haven't actually watched this yet though.
Now you're watching the sculpted version, but yeah, we'll take a look at it.
All right.
Scabbers.
That Scabbers looks
That looked pretty good. Yeah, I thought that.
Yeah.
I actually watched this earlier on, but I think it was the rooted version, which I'd imagine is a similar video. But I think the book. Oh my god, you can. That's actually like that is incredible.
That's mad.
Oh wow.
An
I'm
entire
not
chest
impressed
board.
like
with
that.
the chest.
Cheshire.
God.
Yeah, you see, how's that beer working out for you now, Phil?
That Guinness you down, man.
Oh, one sec.
One check. You sound like Sean Connery.
One sec.
In fairness,
good.
the attention to detail in this bloody table, like think of the amount of non-INART figures you're going to get to see displayed with that table. Like,
What level is this on their like scale?
I
So-
don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Look, I have no idea.
I know that like the correlation is the precious metals. It's on price per ounce or price per gram. So I think the INART 4-pack and 2-pack, I believe, are rhodium. And like if you Google it, rhodium is actually more expensive than gold. I'm pretty sure I have that right because they're more precious metals or rarer. But that doesn't explain like it doesn't explain how the 2-pack is a rhodium as well. And the 2-pack Joker wasn't a rhodium. I think that was a platinum or something. So there's, you know, it's not as if like the most expensive metal is the most expensive item. Do you know what I'm saying?
Interesting. I'd have thought
Yeah,
the original data
yeah.
would be one of the highest ones, just like you got real wood and metal in that base, which we haven't seen
Yeah,
since.
true. But I think it was the second highest one. I think that was platinum. Okay, his face. What do you reckon?
Looks goofy.
I mean, it's
thought
the same
proto-
expression he had with the
yeah. prototype.
It's the same. I think maybe lost a little bit of the detail, freckles.
I think I think it goes back to what Jim said about this, or Phil said about the smooth face of the Cavill.
Yeah.
Or
So I
Jim
think
kind of said
it's,
as well.
Yeah, I think we lost a little bit of the details. It
It's
does
animated.
I would have to see a little bit more.
I'm interested to see the rooted
Yeah.
one compared to this, because if
Well, we
if
can
I ever
watch
buy an
the rooted
INART
one.
one, I'll if I ever buy INART again, I'll probably go rooted unless it's
Mm.
sculpted only. To be honest.
I'm not overly impressed by this sculpted hair here.
Yeah.
I think the expression is the same, but the detail is gone. So
Yeah,
it loses a
Do you have
little- a
the
little
Do you
bit
have
of
the
likeness.
other video?
Yeah, I
here?
can show
Oh.
that. Yeah. Do you want to just
I
skip
never
onto it
loved
now?
this expression anyway, to be honest, from the prototype. I thought I can see the scene it's from in the movie, but like it's not what I'd want immortalized on shelf if I was going to get that expression, you know.
I mean that's wrong. I mean it's
It
not,
does look
the
like them,
likeness.
yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
this is I guess
Like-
it
like
lost a little bit of
Harry
touch. It
Potter
looks-
1 run.
Yeah, I think it did lost some of the details. I'm looking at some photos of the prototype that was on display, and it's like it's basically the same. But again, it looks like
I made a point
we lost some
of
details.
looking. I made a point of looking at the, because I saw people hating on it, and I made a point of looking at the prototype, and I was like, yeah, the prototype definitely looks a bit more lifelike. Because you know the way, like, there's two things that, in my opinion, anyway, that make a sculpt look good. It's, does it look like a living human? Would it pass like a quick glance as being an actual human being? But then the second part is, does it look like the human being it's supposed to be, like the likeness essentially? Whereas this, I think it almost looks a bit animated, but I can still see the likeness there. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I don't think you get copyright strikes for this, but you want to go forward to the rooted hair? Is there a close up of the rooted hair? I think it's okay. The rooted's definitely better, no question.
Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
100%.
Agreed.
He's got some sort of
Obviously, because the sculpted was making it look even more cartoony, right? So with the
Yeah.
real hair
Yeah.
here, it's obviously bringing it a little bit more to life. But again, I do think we lost some of those details.
I think so.
I'm not seeing the. I mean, we have to see a bit. Somebody will take some really amazing shots of this, and we'll see more of those details. But I'm not seeing
That's a fair
he had like
point.
some freckles and like kind of like reddish in his cheeks. That's kind of missing in right here.
Some of these, like, do you remember? Like they're funny fish when it comes to this. Like, I don't think some part of me commends them for doing these videos, which is like, here's just some white light. This is what it looks like. And not trying to hide anything. But then, do you remember when they had some really, really good promotional images for the Joaquin Phoenix 4-pack and 2-pack when it came out? They were really impressive. And then they did this video, which almost looks like a really well produced, actually looked like, it was a promotion video for the 4-pack. It was incredible. They had all the lighting right. It was real moody and they had backgrounds and stuff. That was amazing. But this is more like the opposite of that. This is just like, this is what it looks like. And I kind of commend them in a way for doing that, because it's not like they're trying to hide anything. Whereas I think if you get some really good photographer shooting this, they'll make it look more realistic, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this looks bad, but I do think there's been I think it's what Jose said. I think there's details have softened a bit, but I don't think this is anything to get pitchforks out for. And I think the set with all the background and all the accessories that look incredible.
Yeah, I'm actually one of the people. I think I might be the only one on the panel that's getting the line, because I get Harry.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna get Hermione, and I'm gonna get Ron. So, because I can't get just one of them. So, but I think I'll be okay with it. I think he'll look good. I mean, Harry's gonna be in the front, and then Hermione and Ron next to him, so it should be fine. So,
Listen,
Be a hell of
half
a
of my
display.
countrymen are ginger. You watch your mouth, shiny.
Oh.
That's all right.
Are you concerned about the Hermione release at all, Jose?
a little bit, yeah, a little bit. I was still kind of debating because Conjure Works J&D also did a Hermione, and I was like, which one's better? Because I thought the J&D one looked pretty good too, but I think ultimately the INART was better. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna stick with INART, but
It's that
I don't
price
know.
point as well with
Yeah.
J&D.
Yeah. And I think J&D they offered a sculpted version for Hermione as well, but I think you had to buy like the full three, like the trio. You have to buy all three of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Look, I know if I was a diehard Harry Potter fan, I would kind of go, yeah, it's softened a bit, but I don't think they've completely missed the mark. It's hard though, because when I'm not invested in it, I'm not as,
yeah,
I'm a bit more
it's
nonchalant about it.
it's him. Like we're looking at this, I'm like, that's Ron. You know what I mean? So it's like that's what's important. I mean, we definitely I don't like the pattern we're seeing with INART, where we're kind of losing some of those details.
It's a massive
I hope
IP,
that-
isn't it? And
yeah.
they deserve to release. Somebody deserved to do that.
I just want to have a quick check. I think we've done Face Off twice. We've talked about Batman, Robin, new this week, J&D, the Range Trooper, all the clones, done the Snap, just touched on Ron. So we're kind of, this is like I suppose we've left the best and last. I think it's the best and last. I still think this looks incredible. But all right, let's take a look at this. I actually want to hear from Eddie first, because Eddie, you have this on order, don't you, Eddie? Or are you keeping it on order? Are you cancelling it? Or follow you?
The video went up.
For you?
It reminded me to cancel it, so I canceled it.
Oh,
And is well, I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna listen. Well, I'll play this through. What do you think, Eddie?
I still think it's a fantastic 4-pack. I think my initial thoughts when I saw this video was that the bathroom scene and the hospital gown one look amazing. I think those two they're my favorite of all of them. I don't love the Arthur Fleck, and honestly, I don't love the red suit as much as I did when they went up for solicitation. So that would bug me a little bit. I don't think they're bad. I just don't see the likeness as much as I did when it went up for solicitation on the red suit. The Arthur Fleck, that was probably my least favorite of all of them. Anyway, I thought it looked good, and I think it looks worse now. But when I say worse,
So you don't think it looks
just doesn't
like
look
Joaquin
amazing
Phoenix,
anymore.
like the Arthur Fleck one?
No, I don't
Man,
see it in
what are
it.
you smoking? Really?
you got the video. We'll look at the video.
Yeah, it's not playing, Shane. If you have it playing,
Oh,
we don't see it.
Sorry, I'm really enjoying it myself.
but yeah, I commented on Shane's
You
like,
weren't
sneak
interested
peek
in
video
like
that I lost interest the second I hated the second movie.
And I said that was absolute bollocks.
It could be, and I'd agree with you, because there are things you mentioned, trilogies and things that like I can look past, but for some reason with this one, it really changes how I feel about the main character, and like with the other stuff, I guess I can look past it because it's not the original director, it's not where they intended the story to go, it's more the studios coming in and and ruining it, and that stuff is more that going on. This one is the director, and he intentionally killed his character. Not intentionally, that's how I feel about it, but to me, that person that created the first movie created the second movie, and it's different than like sequel trilogies or Terminator 3 or any of that stuff, because this is what he did with the character. It wasn't someone coming in and like ruining his work, and I hate that.
So you think because it was the same director, like you feel hard done by that, the direction I think we're kind of getting back into the like Joker 2 talk though, but like are you cancelling because there's a drastic drop off
not
from
at all.
Prototype 2? It's
Even
just that
with
the second movie you hate it that much that you can't just go, the first movie is incredible, the second movie is bad. Like you can't just like brush it aside. Like you like, can you name like
not
something
for $1,700? I can't.
Okay. No, that's
oh, because
fair.
Yes.
That's
Let me
fair.
say this too.
Yeah,
Let me say this too.
Yeah.
If there is ever someone that parts out just the red suit and it's a decent enough price, or if I decide that I like the Hot Toy one enough to get that one at a discount too, I'm not paying full price for either of them. So if they go on the second market and they go up, I'll never get them. But if there's an opportunity, I might pick up the red suit at some point.
Yeah, I mean, Hot Toys is offering the sculpted version as well, so you can get a sculpted if you don't get artisan.
I still think the biggest difference between Hot Toys and INART is the proportions of the bodies and the way the suits sit on those bodies. To me, they look more realistic on INART. I still have... Hot Toys still does blocky torsos to me, and it takes me out of it. That's what I don't like about the Batman versus the INART Batman. I think the torsos are always blocky. That's my problem with the Hot Toy Artisan versus the INART Joker. The torso seems blocky. I don't like that. But, when you guys were saying about the Ron, like, people were saying it's dropped, INART messed up, you know. Even a messed up INART is still top of the game 1/6. Like, it's, you guys
there
call
are
it a drop
people
off. It's
that
still
have
up
been
there.
when, like, I do think that this particular 4-pack, when that put up a pre-order together with the actual promotional images, which there were like 75, and there were so many of them, and the video that they did with the moody lighting and all that kind of stuff, there were people who don't like INART, and they were just loading the comments into the proverbial the gun, like, you know, oh, it dropped off, not as good as the prototype, it's going to tailoring his craft, the stitching, they were just loading that stuff in and waiting until it happened, and now they're still throwing it out. But you cannot say that it doesn't look like Joaquin Phoenix. You cannot say that this set looks bad. Like, I can get the argument for people saying, oh, there's a drop off, but I don't think it's like such a big drop off that warrants the pitchforks and the arguments. I mean, does anyone think, genuinely, like, I want to hear the opposing arguments, does anyone think, anyone at all, that there's such a massive difference between the prototypes and what the product here?
No.
Do you think so, Eddie?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know if it's the lighting. It's this and this specific where you phrased it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see what I saw in the solicitation at all here.
And what particular part, or that is it?
Something
the
to do with
smoothness, or
the sculpt, the structure. It's softer, not as. I think that's the biggest thing. It's softer. There's not as much detail, which is what I think you guys were saying for the Ron. Like, I think they're getting softer and pushing out their figures too fast. I looked. My pre-order for this was in January 23, and I ordered this pretty quick. So
was
if they're
this
pushing it
this
out
year?
already,
I think this came out this year. I think this was,
or I mean 24. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Not 23. 24. I think they're pushing stuff out too quick, and they're losing a bit of their detail. So
I think Eddie's
but then
right on that,
again,
to be honest.
this mightn't be out. This might be just influencer out, and then
does
most
that
people wouldn't
change
see
anything
this.
for us though? I think we're still getting the same product as the influencer.
Oh no, yeah, no, 100%.
Like when you'll get it.
100%. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like when we wait for 6 months, if you're like not I know if you're not one of the people who get at the start. And
Yeah,
again,
I think
like, I'm not,
Dean Knight put a post up saying he's already getting this.
Yes.
well,
yes.
like, I'd be more curious to see his video,
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's gonna
You
be
know what I mean?
incredible. Yeah, because you saw that video I sent you guys, the toy box one, and that one looks really, really good. You see a lot of good
Yeah,
close-ups.
the two of them, man.
I did
The
like
two of them.
those more, and the pictures that you had for the
Yan toys.
yeah
Is it
the
Yan? Yeah. He's incredible.
those looked better. So, and I'm sure in hand I'll probably see it more because it's like the Aragorn too. I was worried when I saw the shipping pictures and videos, but I like the Aragorn in hand like a lot. So I'm sure there's a lot of that. But as far as this video, yeah, I felt that there was a drop.
Yeah.
I think that bathroom dance Joker is incredible, though. I think it in all the videos I've seen
Yeah.
and all that. Just,
I think
it's
that one's
incredible,
amazing,
man. If
too.
I could have buy that one just by itself,
Yeah.
man, that'd be great. But yeah, it looks incredible.
Is anyone on the panel getting this? I know. I'm sticking by my guns. I think that first movie is a masterpiece, and this is expensive, but I don't see a massive drop off. Maybe I can kind of concede like that Eddie's point about how the same thing we were saying about the Ron or the INART Cavill, they mightn't have the same amount of detail. I don't think it's a massive gap, but I think I could probably concede that point. But again, I need to see more videos. But if it's what we see in this video, I'm more than happy then to shell out. I do think it looks incredible.
Yeah, if I had ordered this, I'd be more than happy with what I'm seeing here.
Is anyone? So I'm still in. Eddie has it on order. Is going to cancel. Phil, I don't think you did. You didn't order it.
I didn't
Jim, I
drop
thought you possibly did. Did you?
I've got the 2-pack. I was initially thinking I'd part out Arthur Fleck, but I've changed my mind actually. I think Arthur Fleck looks really good. I think I definitely want to keep the two of them. And the second film wise, I didn't love it. The ending ruined it for me, but I thought initially it was quite good until the end.
Oh, I think you were telling us that, right? You put it in,
Yeah.
that you were sharing that you were watching like the first couple minutes or so, that you were enjoying it, and then
100. Well, like the majority of the film I was watching, it's like, what the hell is the hate about? And then you get to the end and like how the film kind of turns out, and I was like, okay, I get some of the hate now. But I feel like I've seen so many series now where I'm like, first few films amazing and next few just bomb, and I feel like I've got good at just kind of weathering that and thinking like, the second film sucked, but the first film was like a masterpiece. So I'm getting the 2-pack. I do wish that the dancing scene figure I think is the best out of all of them. It's just so good. But yeah, I'm getting the 2-pack. I'm probably going to keep both of them. I think they look phenomenal.
that's what I was gonna tell you, Eddie. If you weren't interested in like keeping your pre-order and then like partying it out, because that might have been, an idea. But obviously, you would have
End
to
up
deal
making
with
profit.
everything.
Yeah, you could. That could be lucrative. Yeah.
Luckily, I pre-ordered with Pop Culture, and you don't lose your NRDs. They give it to you in store credits, so you just use it on something else.
Well, that's fair.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
This whole he's not the Joker thing though. It's like he's the Joker. He just dies at the end. Like, I mean, he's like Todd Phillips' vision for him or whatever. Like, I think people get too hung up over that. It's like there's, when you have comic books, there's so many different writers and artists, and everyone has a different take on the same character. I think it's just the director doing the same thing, and
I think
people
the film
didn't
suggests
like the take, but
the film suggests that the one that we see Batman, and it's different interpretations. The one we see Batman fighting, and the one Batman knows is the other guy at the end, which is the takeaway I got from that, and I think that's what people didn't love about it. But I don't know.
sorry, Batman fighting what?
So like the Joker we know is Batman's adversary. Right?
Oh,
And
sorry,
this
yeah,
Joker's
as in, like,
pre-Batman.
yeah.
So
Yeah, as in,
I
like,
think that's what.
I get you. So
Yeah.
like it suggested that. I get that, but like
Yeah.
even so, it's like that's just the direction he went in that. I don't
Yeah.
wouldn't annoy me that much, because I don't know. I think it's not a film director's goal to rehash exactly frame by frame what's in a comic
that's true.
book. he has his own interpretation. Same way as if you're a band covering a song, you don't have to try and sound like Metallica. You can put your own spin on Enter Sandman if you really want. Like,
Well, the comics have the three Jokers storyline, don't they? Where there's like three different types of Jokers.
yeah,
which is
there's
really
there's
good
like,
read as well.
like comic books have been doing it for years. Like, there's so many different versions, and that's why like they're talking now about the MCU getting like reset after. Okay, so let's say Secret Wars and everyone comes back, and there's this big like, I know, multiverse bullshit, and they have Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man back. I hope that doesn't happen. I watched Endgame the other day, and it's like, it's just gonna crap all over that death. But then if they do bring everyone back again, like, what do they do after that then?
True.
Like, they've already cashed in their ultimate fan service, bring everyone back thing. So do they reset, or do they just like go with the X-Men? And
Yeah.
I know that's a different conversation, but
You know, one of the other things that I don't love about this is the Joker on the steps. I don't like that they've written out Joker on the steps. I feel it brings down the diorama, it cheapens it in a way, which is
sorry, which part? Sorry, they've wrote, yeah.
I've never wanted to really use a diorama until that steps, and I was like, that is amazing. And I don't like that they put Joker on it. I don't like where they put the foot peg or whatever that is in there. That I don't think they hit it well. That
fair.
cheapens it to me.
There's a few things on that. There's a lot to unpack there, because initially I saw people complaining about the Joker on the steps, and I was like, it doesn't really bother me. And I said in my video, it doesn't bother me. But the more I'm looking at it, I'm kind of coming around a little bit to that way of thinking. Because if it's like hyper realistic, hyper screen accurate, that's what John marketed like INART as, like, you know, the most realistic screen accurate 6-scale figures and all that.
Is that like one of the promotional pictures or something though? Is that what?
No, it does say Joker on the thing. He's right. It is there.
No, I mean for the movie, the promotional pictures for the movie. Did it have the Joker?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think it was ever on the steps. I could be wrong on that, but
It is. I think it's written on the. Is it the steelbook that I have? It has the steps, and he's on it, and the Joker's in the front bottom. But it's not on the steps.
yeah, it's not on the steps like this. Like yeah. Because it's like the Arthur Fleck looks like a little human being, like, and then the Joker is. Yeah, I can get that. I'm kind of coming around to that a bit. I still think this looks incredible. Tell me this now. You mentioned about the little calf grabber, the little like thing that goes around the leg.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, could you do it? I would try and put that up the trouser leg and clamp it around the calf on the inside, as opposed to putting it on the outside. That's what I would try to do.
Dean Knight does that.
Yeah. So like, I'm just looking here. If you look at the left, like, there's no sign of any sort of a stand on this Joker on the left. Is that magnetic? Because they came out of the gates, and like, I know the INART Joker, Heath Ledger, people had problems with the magnetic base. I actually love the base, and I don't have that problem. Like, I've seen him tilt once or twice, but I don't have the problem, and I haven't posed with grenades and stuff like that, and I check him every now and then or whatever. Like, but I appreciate it's falling over and stuff like that from some people or whatever. The Batman then had the magnets with the little tracks, which I have that under the tree at the moment. I just think that's just put the full magnet on the base. Put a big magnet on the base. Why can't you do that? I don't know. But now the Legolas is up for pre-order, and there's no magnets.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a crotch grabber either. The Gandalf had magnets. Did the Aragorn have magnets?
Yeah.
Okay. But
And
now they're kind of
Superman.
phasing out.
Yes.
So
yeah, because the Superman doesn't have it in the. You know how they have the wrist pegs with the magnetic.
Yeah.
Superman
Okay.
doesn't have it anymore.
So, from what I remember, though, that I think these bases were magnetic, but I can't. There's no crotch grabber or there's no like stand. So, are the bases magnetic? These ones on the left.
I think they'll keep magnets. Yeah.
Just not the stairs. They're not magnet.
The Superman has like movable magnets underneath the base, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
So does Aragorn.
Hmm.
I really
weaker,
love the
those ones.
magnets, man.
Same.
I I'm really upset that they're moving away from that because I love them. And I have Superman in the most like non-stable pose ever. I don't even think it's the scene from, well, it might be in BVS where he's walking to the courthouse. So literally his front foot is up and his back foot is up. So he's on his heel and his toe, and he has been there since I've got him. And I love the pose so much, I'm not moving him. And he doesn't even move. When I open the detolfs, he doesn't move at all. And I'm like, dude, these magnet bases are amazing. And it's so realistic without a crotch grabber. And so that's one of the biggest losses on these for me.
So that was sorry, are you talking about the Man of Steel or the
BVS Superman that we got from
oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
And so he does have the magnets in the boots and in the,
and
you can stand them there, and you find it good.
Yeah, with all of them that I've had, I've found it amazing.
Yeah, because I found it pretty good, but I do get that the Joker's feet.
Is angled.
The heel has to be very flat because the front of the toes curl up, but like typically I don't use stands unless I really like, unless it's a really good diorama base. The Besbin Loop base, it lights up, it's environmental, it's a part of the set, looks beautiful, so yeah, I want to use it. But your typical sand base or square Star Wars base or octagon base I don't use. So I'm used to posing without a stand, without a crotch grabber, magnets or anything. So I'm used to getting those feet flat and looking at the figure's feet and going, right, okay, case in point, the Joker's heels need to be really flat. You need to, like, if the stance is wide, the heels naturally go out like that. So you have to adjust with the ankle articulation. Because even though the feet are wide, they still have to angle the ankles so that the heels are dead flat on the cabinet floor, even though the toes will curl up. Do you know what I'm saying? And when you're used to doing that, I'd have that dialed in before I put on the magnetic base and then readjust. So maybe that's why I haven't got problems like.
In California, even this year, we've had a good amount of earthquakes. Nothing crazy. There was some higher ones, but nothing super crazy. But still enough to shake the detolfs. And I have to use the crotch grabber, otherwise the figures will fall over, even if I have it stable. And with the magnets, they don't fall over, even during an earthquake. So like, it makes it more realistic, and it still gives it support in California. So I loved that feature.
You know who took a dive the other day? I didn't have him on a base or anything. I just Peacemaker. I had him just standing there, and he took a dive. He was like completely, when I found him, his head was completely turned, and he was sitting on the window.
Was he wearing his helmet?
Yeah, he did. He was wearing it. So.
Yeah. You know, so was it okay? Was there any damage or?
No. I checked it. It looked good. So gladly there was no damage. Maybe a scratch on the helmet. I don't know.
An episode of Visions. I think it was Don Prime was on it, and got the quarter scale Dark Knight DX19 style above me on a floating shelf. And like, man, I think out of all the figures I own, that is the worst figure for trying to get it to stand on its own. Ankles are poor. Have to have the stand with it. But he took a nosedive midstream, and like those quarter scales are big boys, and literally hit the out of nowhere. Just there's no warning. It hit the desk with such force. You can hear the big smash bang. And if you watch that episode of Visions that Don Prime just skimmed through, and it buries itself on the table. Like. But I just left it there, and at the end I was just very lucky. Like none of the little the nose was fine. That was the first thing I checked, because you know the Batman's nose is very pointy, or like the blades and the gauntlets, like they're very delicate. Just very lucky. Whatever way it fell, must have been the shoulder or something like. But yeah. So is anyone on the panel getting this? Besides, like I'm in on it.
Me.
Eddie's, but it sounds out on it. You've got the 2-pack. Jose, you're not convinced?
No, I'm actually. I like it. I like it, but I never ordered it. I went for the artisan Hot Toys.
Yeah, fair. So, but do you think, like, say, like, okay, so let's say if you're like in Eddie's train of thought there, where the details have softened a bit, do you think it warrants like a massive? Is it a controversy? Because I don't think this is a controversy.
No,
like a controversy is like an actual problem. This is nothing like, but like, okay, the the Tony Stank Mark 85, that was a problem. The Paul Rudd Smiling Sculpt, that was a problem. But I think maybe even if there's, I don't think it's a big.
I still remember showing that Tony Stank one to family, and they were like, "Why is he so tan? He looks Latino. Like he looks like he's like Antonio Stark." Like I just remember, I remember that.
Pepe.
Pepe.
Yeah. I think we're done. Anyone have anything to plug or have a chat about? I think, or is there anything else or anything else?
Oh, I'll plug. We're doing CW tonight instead of tomorrow night because of Christmas Eve. So I should plug that because I don't know if they've done a post on it or not yet. So.
Yeah, I saw the thumbnail, the upcoming thumbnail up there. Who's on? Marco, no?
As far as I know, everybody.
Everyone?
So, yeah, Ben and all the main and even some extras. So.
Oh man, you should send me a link. If I'm up, I might join. But
will do.
You have to clear it by the Aux Father.
I should.
Yeah.
My initial thought was I
probably won't
clear
be up.
shit with anybody, but maybe.
Yeah, I probably be fast asleep in bed, but yeah. Guys, really appreciate just these panel members. They're not dead. They're very much alive. And thanks very much for giving up your time every Monday. As we said, like, you know, Christmas is it's a beautiful time of the year, but obviously it can be a sad time of year as well, and especially for people who have lost loved ones and stuff like that. So I think it's very important to, I suppose, just give people, your friends, a pat on the back and family members and a nod and go, appreciate you, and I appreciate you coming on, wasting your time every giving up / wasting time here on Monday nights when you can. Greatly appreciate it, folks.
Oh yeah, I did remember. I was gonna. I said it earlier, but I did shoot Bane, a video for Bane, so I'm doing like a review on that. Even though everyone's done it, but whatever's. Great figure. And then Jim was telling me I should do it, so I most likely will do a video on the Jazz Inc. 89. So.
Oh god.
I have to take it. Yeah, I have to. It's
Definitely
so I'll do that. So.
Definitely do.
Nice.
Yeah. And if you shit on it really hard and make a few shorts, you'll get loads of subs.
Ooh, okay. Good idea.
Yeah. Go for it, man. Yeah. Controversy should be your headline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah, I think we're going to end it there, folks. Thanks very much for joining. The only thing that I've coming up, we'll be here again next week. I'll be here anyway, and I'll shoot the link out to the boys if they can. And yeah, so for every day of the 12 days of Christmas, there will be a video up there posted to go live at 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Are you okay, Phil? All right.
Good. I'm running empty, that's the problem.
Yeah, it's from cool. Right. See you, folks. Good luck.
Yeah.